Good evening, Sandite fans. It's Friday night in Oklahoma, and that just means one thing. It's time for some football. We welcome you to another week of Sandite football where the stakes are high, the lights are bright, and anything can happen under the Oklahoma sky. We're live from Owasso Stadium where our Sandites are looking to shake things up and shock the state as we take on the Owasso Rams in a matchup that's got everybody talking. The Rams come in strong, fast, and full of confidence. A team that struggled finding a win so far this season but comes into tonight's game looking for victory. But don't count out our Sandites just yet. After a tough loss last week, the underdogs have been working hard, refocusing, and getting ready to show exactly what they're made of. It's grit versus greatness, heart versus hype, and the Sandites have one message: just win. So get ready, because it's a battle coming, redemption happening, and a whole lot of football is here in this Week 6A matchup. Good evening, everybody. My name is Will Holder, alongside the legend Chris Kaiser and the rest of our broadcast crew. We want to welcome you to the campus of the Owasso Rams as our Sandites are set to take on the Rams. And Chris, we're coming off a tough loss last week versus Bixby, but as we talked to Coach Klink this week, he feels confident on where we're at as a team for this week.
Yeah, exactly. And it's great to be back in the booth. We're here on Friday night. The sun has kind of set on the backside of this stadium and on the backside of this press box. The field is completely shaded now, and it's a lot warmer than it was last week. But Coach Klink did talk like, hey, he's excited to get back on the gridiron, see a change of pace with how they played last week. And really, I am too. I think we're going to see a whole different Sandite team, and we'll talk more about that as we go along in the broadcast.
I know that we won't focus much on last week, but it was a tough loss. We had the Bixby Spartans over at the Memorial Stadium in Sand Springs, and we did some things good. We got some things to work on, but overall, I think coming into tonight's game that we're ready. We're ready. We got a better matchup on some of the schemes and some of the plays, and I think that as we see that unfold tonight, it's going to be a much better ball game.
Absolutely, and I believe the same thing. I mean, Easton's got to get on track early, kind of feel comfortable in the pocket. We need to get the run game started. The ground game's got to get rolling, and everybody's just got to play a step better. And that's my feeling. Is we did some good things, but everybody's got to step it up this week and play a step better. And I think they like the matchup a little bit better. And it'll unfold in front of us tonight, and I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, I know that Easton had some mistakes and miscues last week, but we talked on the way over here that you would be shocked if he came out and played flat even after having some miscues last week.
Well, I agree, and I think that he will find his rhythm, find his pace. Really, I know he worked his tail off this week and I'm not worried a bit about him confidence-wise.
Yeah.
Some people have asked me about it during the week, and I'm like, no, this young man, he's got the it factor. Just let him settle in. Let's get going and see how things play out tonight.
Looking forward to it. As you made comment, we'll get to some more of tonight's matchup here in just a few minutes. But just to recap, the Owasso Rams are coming in tonight with a 0-2 record after some tough losses with Bixby and Jinx. And you made a comment that they haven't seen an 0-2 start for several years now, correct?
Right, 2016. But you have to give credit to the schedule. I mean, they're playing the number 1 team in the state and number 2 team in the United States, Bixby. And then they come against a very, very good Jinx team that a lot of people are feel like they're right there up there going to give Bixby a run as well. So Owasso's opening schedule hasn't been favorable for them, and they've got some dominant playmakers on this squad, and they're on both sides of the ball. So we'll be keeping an eye on all that tonight and watching that, and and then Sand Springs, they've got to try to find a way to scrap, stay in the game. It's a 6A2 team against a 6A1 team. Sometimes that doesn't matter as much as you think it does. But tonight, I'm sure the Sandites are ready to play.
We also look at this as our second game, the Owasso Rams' third game of the season. And Coach Klink, and when we were talking on the weekly coaches show this week, that it's one of those things that we've got the first game behind us. Now we've had scrimmages, we've got a real game. He feels like some of those silly mistakes that we made, holding and offsides and all those penalties, going to minimize themselves after having a week's worth of games.
Well, it does help. I mean, you learn a lot about yourself going against a brand new opponent. Not that we didn't with our 2 scrimmages, but when the quarters are 15 or 12 minutes, I guess, and and then you got real refs and you got just real energy out there. It's a whole different ball game, and as the second game is where you make a lot of your strides. Some people believe it's when you improve the most during the season between game 1 and game 2, and we're expecting that to see that tonight. So that's what we'll be looking for.
We made reference that we do come in with an 0-1 record coming into the game tonight. And if we do play our game and when we come away with a victory tonight, it's going to give a confidence that we need as we got one more non-conference game next week with Bishop Kelly, but then we go to district play, and this will just propel us in the direction that we need to have a strong outing in our conference play.
Exactly, and you just want to see how you match up. There's going to be some big bodies on this Owasso Rams team, but I think, Bobby, we've talked about this the last few years, but even the game 1, he wants to put his guys up against some of the best competition they can face, and I like it. I personally like it. So anyway, we'll see how it plays out tonight.
Yep, and just at home, we're going to go over our starting lineups as normal, but when it comes time for the national anthem, we'll pause, let you guys enjoy that as well, the festivities that are going on the field here at Owasso Stadium. Chris, let's just jump into our starting lineup.
Okay.
I know that we've got a lot of we've had some good conversation. We had wide receiver Paxton Salazar on the set this week for the offensive side, and just talking about chemistry, and chemistry is big where he sees a lot of that coming into play. So on the offensive side of the ball, the anticipated starters tonight for Sand Springs is our left tackle, number 51, Sean Hatcher, number 69 at left guard, Michael Moore, number 77, Zach George at center, number 71, Jay Smith at right guard, and number 64, Cooper Gerardo at right tackle.
Yeah, and those guys I felt like did a great job last week, especially in pass protection of Easton. Run game probably wasn't what they wanted, and most linemen take pride in the run game. They want to grind it. They want to play physical up front, and they're going to have to do that tonight, I believe, and I think they'll want to see some improvement there in the run game. But overall, I was really pleased on the protection they gave Easton. Gave them a chance to throw the ball around, and I expect more of that tonight as they get more and more mature.
I look at that group, as you said, we've made comment about how well protected. He was only sacked a couple times last week with the team against Bixby. Speaks volumes of that offensive line not giving up sacks when you're playing a team like the Spartans. So I'm really proud of that, and I bet they just continue to grow over the week of practice and as the season goes. But wide receivers, we had number 14, Paxton Salazar on set, number 15, KJ Worthington, number 2, Dom Forbes, and the tight end and H-back, number 9, Logan Wright, who caught the touchdown pass last week. And I think when you look at that group, Chris, that we couldn't be more proud of those guys, because you got Dom Forbes, who is going to be the focus on a lot of the defensive side that they're going to pay attention to, but these guys came through in a big way last week.
Well, I think the chemistry is what you're going to see the most of, and they have proven that there's different targets in there that they can put the ball in their hands, and KJ Worthington, even Javari Hill and Dudley, Alex Dudley. I mean, those guys. They're in that mix too. So
That's
there's
right.
really about 6-7 guys that are rotating inside those receiver positions, and Easton has confidence in all of them. We were able to see that last week, and that's only going to grow, and that chemistry is solid.
And you think about the next group we're going to talk about, is we've made comment that some of this new package with Coach Green that's throwing at the defenders now is this putting the running backs out in a kind of a safety valve position. They're getting the ball maybe thrown to them in the flat and out to the sides, give them a little space versus just depending on them running the ball. And so when you look at that gives Easton another weapon. We can go empty backfield and kind of have that extra receiver, if you will, ready for at his disposal. And those running backs are the starter tonight. Number 24, Kendall Page, and number 26, Chavez Williams will come in and take some great snaps from him as well.
And those guys do a really good job pass blocking, but like you said, they will start in the backfield and end up in an empty where they'll go out and be the relief valve. And they showed some versatility last week doing that, and that's something that, if you've been watching this team for a while, that's kind of new. But the open package, the empty package is something that you'll have to keep an eye on, and it gave Bixby fits last week.
It did.
So, but anyway, and then the last but not least again is Easton Webb, guy that really directs the offense, and we just need him to settle in, gain some confidence, one play at a time, and I expect great things tonight.
No doubt about it. Easton's the kind of player that you can't count him out. He's going to be right back in throwing passes to his favorite target, Dom Forbes, and his other crew. So it's going to be fun to watch him do that. Over on the other side of the ball, we've got to use our typical 4-down set. We've got defensive end number 5, Grady Harris, number 8 down at nose guard, and defensive tackles number 8, Waylon Jeffers, defensive tackle number 48, Brighton Davidson, and the defensive end on the other side is number 53, Devin McCulloch. And I do want to point out, because you and I made notice last week, number 66, Aiden Ryan, he played major snaps last week, giving some breaks in the middle. And when you're fighting a team like Bixby, it's always good to have that extra defender on the defensive line come in and play.
Well, those guys tonight are going to have their, it cut out for them, their job cut out for them again against the Owasso's front. The Owasso's always big. They're always physical, and offensively they do some good things up front. And but these two, especially Devin and Aiden, expect some, just run, stop, and gap filling, assignment sound football. The two studs, Grady Harris and Waylon Jeffers, they're going to be there, They'll get better and better every week themselves. So they did a good job pressuring Bixby last week, and I expect the same thing tonight with Owasso.
I'm just hoping that our man Waylon Jeffers got his 20-piece before he got on the road
I do
today.
too.
So
I think he's been playing well this year, and we expect the same thing tonight. I'd like to see him rack up multiple tackles
we know
from
that
his position.
Owasso likes to run the ball, so he's going to have plenty of chances to be a run stopper tonight.
I guarantee you, they're going to start running the ball.
Yeah.
Now they've got some great receivers as well, but I guarantee you to get the thing started, they're going to try to run this ball.
Some of the anchors in the middle of the defensive field is number 0, Emery Smittick, number 3, Brock Odell, and number 4, Joe Farmer. And we had Joe on the set with our coaches show last night as well, and what a delight. He's just a kind of a humble player that likes to bring the heat whenever he comes across the field, and he's looking forward to this matchup tonight, because I think he sees some places where the Sandite defense can make some big plays.
It was great to have him on and let him share, and he's just a well-spoken young man. And the linebacker crew that Sand Springs has is one of their highlights on this defense.
Yep.
And these guys, again, are assignment sound. They bring the helmet. They bring the wood when they need to, run stoppers, and really, really good at what they do. So they're kind of the heart of the defense.
I like it. And you look at all three of those guys, they earned their single digits. A couple of them from last year that kept them. And Joe Farmer was talking about what an honor it was to have his number 4 as one of the single digits. So when you look at those three guys, in order to get that respect from the coaches, that means that they're playing the right kind of football.
Correct. And
on and off the field.
Yeah, on and off the field, I agree. And that single digit's a tradition that Bobby started. He actually gained it here from the head coach that's here at Owasso. Learned learned that tradition from Bill. So those guys, they take pride in that.
We look at our defensive backfield tonight. Number 21, Junior Ballard. Number 10, Trey Pope. Number 1, the captain on the defense, Alex Dudley. Number 17 at strong safety is Caden Pope, and those guys have played their hearts out as well going against some of the – I look at Trey Pope, that usually he's not the tallest defensive back out there, but yet he plays like he is.
Well, he played against some elite receivers last week, and they did great, for the most part against Bixby, and I don't expect anything different tonight. They're going to match up with some really good wide receivers here in Owasso, and their back end. The back end has really been strong here. But anyway, I don't expect anything less.
Chris, I know that we've talked a lot of football. We've had a lot of fun this week looking at this game. We know that it's going to be electric. We see the crowds. The sun has sat behind the press box, and our Sandite Nation over there is filling up the stands in the shade now. It's a little more comfortable. Our Sandite varsity band is here. It's going to be electric here in just a few minutes when the teams take the field. But what are you looking at tonight as our keys to victory tonight? What are you seeing? What's your opinion on what we have to do to make it to where we're going to gain the victory tonight?
Well, just like kind of Tom Petty, you don't back down. You got to stay toe to toe with them, keep it close. Love to see the run game get going, and I think that'll help for sure. Owasso comes in a little bit, wounded, at 0-2, so they're going to be fine. They probably think this is just, this is a guarantee win, and we need to keep that from happening. Last thing, like I said earlier with Easton, get him involved, get him going early, find some plays where he can just feel comfortable with, and then let him start getting him in, his groove. And that's my expectations. I think that's what needs to happen for keys to victory for Sand Springs.
I look at a couple extra things, Chris. We didn't have a real massive amount of penalties last week, but
no,
there's
there was
a couple,
only like 7 or 8.
There's a couple that were in key spots that
Right.
where we had a holding call on a long run. Questionable if it really was, but nevertheless, that was one of those things that we have to clean up tonight. We gave Bixby a little bit extra chances with some interceptions in the red zone. We had a couple key penalties. We just had some plays that were a little bit sloppy, and I think that Coach Klink, and when we were talking to him this week, they've done a good job of addressing those, and they've done a good job of trying to clean that up this week. I expect it to be a little more disciplined on some of those penalties that we have because we don't need to give Owasso any extra breaks.
Well, I think that's going to just be a natural progression of game number 2.
Yes.
And you learn what you can do, can't do, and I strongly agree that that's going to be something that we see happen with the, just the penalties shutting down a little bit. Getting less penalties on our side. So,
and the other thing I look at is we had some turnovers last week, and I think if we keep that under control tonight, then that's going to give us a leg up to where we can get out of the gate fast, maybe play our style of the football that Coach Klink likes, and that's to attack right away and go and score and put some points on the board to try to build up the, hey, we're here to play, and I think we're going to look for that tonight as well.
No, I agree, and just keep your heads in the game here. Stay composed. You're in a hostile environment. Playing away is always different. Playing in someone else's stadium, and just get that out of your mind and get going early, and I think we'll be fine.
So we talk about what we think our keys to victory is tonight, Chris. What person or package or group of players do you think is going to have a stellar game to make this happen?
Well, it comes to, for me, I think the run game needs to get on course. Against a really good Bixby team last week, we only had eight rushing yards, which is so non-indicative of Sand Springs football. So I'd love to see the run attack get going, Kendall get going, Chavez get going. Of course, the offensive line start opening up some gaps there up front. I think that's imperative. You get that going, and then I think Easton and the receivers will take care of the rest. But the run game is kind of my, that's who I'm counting on. That's who I'm leaning on tonight.
I'm going to flip the side of the ball just because that's where I look at tonight, because when you look at film, you see a great runner in the running back for Owasso. And I think our defensive line's got to have a big game tonight because we saw early on in some of the scrimmages where teams had a little bit of success running the ball, but we kind of cleaned it up some last week that the running game didn't just dominate our defensive line, but I also think that tonight Owasso is going to test that. And I think our 4 guys up front, along with our linebackers, but specifically the guys up front tonight, is going to have a big game to slow that run game down.
No, I agree. And they have they've kind of, last year for sure, Owasso had kind of a running back by committee. They've got some dudes back there, the Jaden Hall. He's really, really good. The Chris Zavaris, I remember him from last year. I don't know much about the BJ Chris kid, but all 3 of those guys are going to get touches from Owasso. So you're right. The defensive line is going to have to step up because I promise you they're going to try to get the run game going early.
I thought the national anthem, I was going to pause. Okay, I saw something on the video board. We're going to take a quick break right here. When we come back, it's going to be real close time for the national anthem. And then it's going to be kickoff time, Chris, and we're excited about that. We want to just mention our sponsors a little bit tonight as we go into this commercial break. First, Amped Up Energy and Protein. Broadcast breaks are brought to you by them. We have a great time with those guys, Braden and Caden and his brother Ethan. We had a good time with those guys down at Amped Up. We need to support those young men. They're doing a great job, local business in Sand Springs. Go see our friends at Amped Up Energy. Project Dude Man, Cura Medical, Hill Spring Church, and Church That Matters. We want to appreciate or show our appreciation for all of our sponsors, but especially these guys that invested their time and their money into the Sandite athletic program. We couldn't do this without you, and we wouldn't want to do this without you. So thank you guys for being sponsors for the Sandite Athletics. We're going to take a break. This broadcast break is going to be brought to you by Amped Up Energy and Protein, downtown Sand Springs. Don't go away. We'll be back in just a few moments.
Tired of life kicking you in the teeth? Come join us this Sunday at Church That Matters at 9 a.m. or 10:45 a.m.
Welcome back in from Owasso Stadium, where the Sandites and the Rams are getting really close to kickoff time, Chris. I look across the field and see our Sandite captains coming. We see the Owasso Rams are lined up, ready to go for the coin toss. I know last week we won the coin toss and we received the ball first to try to get offensive line and Easton Webb and company on track. And we moved the ball a little bit on that. So it'll be interesting to see what Coach Klink decides to do tonight if we win the toss again. But looking across the field, we've got number 1, Alex Dudley, number 9, Easton Webb, number 6, Easton Webb, number 69, Michael Moore, number 51, Sean Hatcher. And then we've got Dom Forbes as a junior captain, number 2, taking the field for the Sandites. So we're going to be able to see here in just a moment. You guys at home can watch it with us. The coin toss is going to happen at midfield here in the Ram Stadium. Chris, first time I've been able to broadcast a game from Owasso Stadium. It's not a bad layout. We got fans all around the field with the field house on one side and 3 sides worth of stands.
Yep.
It's going to be fun to listen to the bands play. They're kind of a opposite of each other, one on the side, one in the end zone. So it'll be fun to see that happening tonight, and our cheerleaders and all that good stuff. But it's going to be fun. Here in just a second, we're going to check and see who wins the toss, and we'll report that call here in just one moment. Sandites wearing all white tonight, Chris. That's a
little icy look.
Don't see that as often, but I love the color combo that we have on our uniform choices. The Rams are wearing red and gray, red helmets.
This looks like their youth football night or youth sports night. I mean, they've got all the teams from Owasso out on the field kind of watching the coin toss, and then they have the cheerleaders and all the parents. I mean, when those parents and all those kids get in these stands on this home side, for sure, it's going to be packed.
It is going to be. It's fun to see those young players and cheerleaders out there watching their idols in a lot of ways. I want to be like them when I get in high school, so it's cool to see youth sports. All right, the coin toss has happened.
Owasso has won it, and they decline.
So we're going to receive the ball first, so we're going to get to see our offensive unit on the field first, try to drive the ball down. Man, I'd love a long, sustained drive tonight to start the game, just to be able to eat some clock and come away with some points as well.
I would too. That would be I'm a big fan of first downs. How about that?
That's
Let's
right.
Just keep the ball on our side. Let's sustain drives, find a way to get to the red zone and then score. And that was always my coaching philosophy. Even coaching third, fourth, fifth graders. Man, let's figure out how we're going to get a first down. Consistently. So anyway, that's what we need to start with. And like you said, a long sustained drive would be an awesome way to start this game and get the receiving group involved and get that run game going, and I think we'll be okay. So that is my hope.
We got a few moments here. We got a couple things that we'll mention throughout the broadcast, Chris, but let's talk about something that we brought up on the coaches show last night. Coach Bobby Klink has a special cause coming up on September the 20th. September's Alzheimer's Awareness Month, and he has come up with an idea that he's going to join in with a lot of greater Tulsa area with a honor or walk for Alzheimer's, and that's coming up on September the 20th. He's going to honor his dad in that race.
Right.
And we just want you guys to be a part of that with Coach Klink, his mom. He said his mom's going to take part in it. So as Sandites, let's get behind our coach who gives so much of himself to better our athletes and our school and our community. It'd be fun to be a part of that as well.
Yeah, and you asked permission first last night off air if you could ask him and talk to him about it, and he was like, absolutely.
Yep.
And he did a great job just talking about his dad and that relationship and growing up with that tough dad that said, I'm not going to raise a son that runs out of bounds. And he said, I'm never running out of bounds.
That's exactly right.
But he got a little, his voice cracked a few times when he talked about his dad's battle with Alzheimer's. And we can all sympathize and have compassion for that. And we will see, the support come. And there's QR codes and places to support him.
That's right.
Through that. And it was nice to hear that.
We're going to pause for the national anthem here at Owasso Stadium. Great job by Pride of Owasso Band playing the national anthem. I know that the nation needs to come together as unity, and nothing better than to start a sporting event with a national anthem, Chris. You see, so it happens, and we take it for granted sometimes, but, man, what a great remembrance, especially September 11th. The anniversary just happened yesterday, and just to see how our nation came together after that event and just how inspirational some of those stories are still today, so many years later.
I was going to comment that, of course, the pride of Owasso band is extra bit. Large. It's the tons bigger than our band, but it's refreshing at times just to hear the band itself play the national anthem.
That's right.
It's been a while since I've heard that, recognized that, and it was pretty cool tonight just to hear the Owasso band play the national anthem.
Looking forward to kickoff here in just a few minutes. It's 5 minutes away from kickoff time. We're going to take another commercial break, and when we come back, we'll be live at kickoff here with the Sandites and the Rams. This broadcast break brought to you by our friends at Amped Up Energy and Protein. We'll be back from Owasso Stadium in just a moment.
No insurance? Cure Medical Clinic in Sapulpa provides free health care to those without health insurance. Call us at 918-347-9221 to schedule your appointment.
Project Dude Man is a men's riding club with a mission to have fun, build friendships, and to free all cyclists from the stigma associated with men's mental fitness and well-being.
Welcome back into the Owasso Stadium where the kickoff just a few moments away. We're about to see the teams run onto the field. Here come the Sandites. The Owasso Rams going to take the field first. Really cool to see them running through their junior players out there. So that's a highlight for those kids, getting high fives as the cheerleaders and the football players alike are doing the roundabout down at the south end of the end zone.
Yeah, they're going to run through the entire teams, which is pretty cool. I got to give them some credit. That's a great touch. Good job, Owasso. That's really nice.
There are boys across the field, Chris. They're waiting for their turn to take the field.
Icy whites.
That's right.
Icy whites, helmet to toe, all the way across the field. We got all white.
Sandite band's about to play our fight song, so it's going to be really fun to see them come out and support the Sandites.
This might take a while.
It sure might.
It reminds me of standing in line today at Dollar General. I was like, hey, are we going to get through here? For some reason, the check, there was only one checker. There was about 20 people in line.
The self-checkout never works in those kind of days, does it?
I love Dollar General and all, but, man, when they got rid of the self-checkout, I was a little just upset.
That's right. That's right.
I stayed patient, and we're going to stay patient here and let these Owasso get through the line here, and still got a ways to go.
Yeah, they do.
I'm sure you're seeing it. No, we're not. We're on the
Sandites right now. That's a lot of fun. Hey, while we got a moment too, we'll just introduce our broadcast team. These guys do a great job every week. Running the helm is Landon Kellogg, trained and operator with Matt Barnett, who is one of the mainstays here in the booth. Myself, Will Holder, Chris Kaiser. We got 3 camera guys tonight: Clay Huckabee, Alex Dick, and Eli Carter. We appreciate all of the hard work those students of Sandites put in and week out to come and be a part of this, so we can bring it to you at home. And those guys are loving it, doing a great job for you guys at home, streaming on YouTube. So
they don't get enough credit, those guys, especially our camera crew. They're out there in the elements, and it's an easy night tonight, but it'll get colder and there'll be some moisture and all kinds of bad weather coming. So anyway, here come the Sandites.
coming through the cheerleading line as they're taking the run down to midfield. So it's going to be on in just a moment. The Sandites are fired up. The band's going. The crowd is going nuts on the other side. So it's a lot of fun to see our Sandite Nation get involved with it. So we're excited about that. Just one more note on our camera guy and our broadcast crew, Chris. Fridays are probably, Tuesdays too, because we get to spend Tuesday nights together at Bobby Clinton Coach's show. But when we get to travel on the away games, that's a lot of fun. We get to talk a lot of football, a lot of life, share a meal together. It's always a good time with our broadcast crew, so we appreciate them giving up their Friday nights to come and be a part of us. We had a couple seniors on the team, so they are giving up a senior night where they could be in the student section, but they come and choose to stream with us.
That's exactly right, and it's kind of family. And
it is.
They take some of our punches. We deal it. We dish it out sometimes. So, but these guys are great to work with, and they're total servants, and they make the broadcast super easy. So. Anyway, excited, just to share the time with them as well on the, before pre-games and stuff like that.
I know that a lot of schools have programs built into their curriculum with broadcast, with some of those trades that give these guys an opportunity to build graphics and work on computers, and yet there's a broadcast class at Sand Springs at Charles Page High School that does a great job of preparing these guys and these girls to come on the road and to be a part of the broadcast team. And so it's paying off. It's fun to just play a small part in training and showing them all what we know about broadcast, and that's just seeing how they're taking to it is a lot of fun, and they are doing an outstanding job.
Well, maybe it sets them up down the line for the future and something they want to do, after high school. And they're learning things that I still don't know.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Electronically and technology and things like that. So good for them, and I appreciate their help.
The Rams are getting ready to tee it up. Going to kick off on the 40-yard line. We got Alex Dudley and Dom Forbes back deep. Jafari Hill over there with Caden Pope on the 20-yard line as our second line back there. So I would imagine that Owasso may kick it deep, but I would also imagine that they're going to try to keep it out of the hands of Alex Dudley and Dom Forbes. The two playmakers are deep receiving the kickoff for the Sandites.
Well, there is a pretty decent, trying to look it up, but my phone is super slow, southwest wind coming. So
I looked it up earlier. Kickoff time was supposed to be around 8 miles an hour from south to north.
Yep. So
got a left foot kicker for the Rams.
Yeah, it says southeast for 9 miles an hour. So here we go.
Dom Forbes is going to
catch it.
Forbes
is going to take it out of the end zone. Of course, the high school rule is you step back in the end zone, we are not letting you out. So safety reasons there. They're going to take the Sandites will take the ball on the 20.
1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line, where we're going to see Easton Webb and company. And let's look at our looks like our starters are out there. Jafari Hill is going to come in as one of the starters tonight, number 19. You can recognize him. He's got the gold shoes on. When he's got a little bit of space, Chris, he's got some speed, so it's going to be fun to see that.
He is dangerous. And
we got Paxton Salazar and KJ Worthington and Dom Forbes on the bottom side. Jafari Hill's up top. Looks like Logan Wright might be in as a blocker.
Yeah, he is. They're going to double team. Get rid of the ball, Easton, right here.
Going deep.
Go up top. Go back and get it. Oh, that little.
There we go.
There we go. Right off the bat, we're going to get a little PI.
Jafari Hill had a step and just outran the pass and was coming back for it, and the Rams defender decided to hold him.
Well, it was going to be a 50-50 ball. It was going to be a total jump ball. And Javari goes to make the jump, and the defender just holds him down. And I'd say it's a pretty decent call. Sometimes that's goes either way, or you can no call it. But that's going to be a pass interference to start off the game.
May have, yep. I was thinking they may have called defensive holding, but it looks like going to be pass interference. I love the aggressiveness out of the gate. The pocket was there, and Easton had plenty of time. Looks like Kendall is in the backfield, going to get another penalty. Offsides against the Rams, going to pick up 5 more yards. We'll walk down the field with penalty yards.
Free 15, right?
That's right. That's another 5. So we got 20 yards of positive offense so far. Kendall Page is in the backfield with Easton Webb on this play. Still got 3 receivers at the bottom.
So we're going to take the ball down to the 35-yard line.
Yet another 5 yards. So going to pick up a second first down and hadn't had a positive play. We hadn't ran a play yet besides the pass interference.
Man,
that's
got my pink highlighter going tonight.
25 yards on penalties so far against the Rams. The Rams look like they come out playing a 3-man front on the defensive line.
Well, they got Overton out on the end, and he is a D1 lineman, no doubt. Got Kendall working the back here.
We got Logan Wright over on his side going to help Sean Hatcher and company out on the left side of the formation against him to try to hold him out and keep Easton Webb protected.
Nice. It's a couple yards.
Kendall Page takes it up the middle and going to pick up a couple yards. Be 2nd down and 8 for the Sandites. Clock is running. 11 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. Quick kind of hurry up offense for the Sandites. Trying to catch him off guard. Easton's going to look to the sideline to get a play. Looks like we got a little one-on-one coverage down here. Easton's going to roll
play
out.
action pass. He's going to roll it out. He's going to go deep. Oh, my goodness.
KJ Worthington was wide open on the sideline.
Beautiful play.
Perfect execution.
Overthrow.
Just a little bit high.
Man, I like it. KJ had, Easton connects there, and, I'm not sure it'll be a touchdown, but it's going to be a huge gain.
Huge gain there with that potential play. I like that. When you look at it, they had 2 defenders. They were expecting some of that screen, little bubble screen. Still, they brought another guy down, but they're playing a little loose over there on those 3 receivers at the bottom of the formation.
3rd and 8. Owasso brings 3, 4. Easton makes a guy miss. Get rid of it. Nice.
Good job, Easton. He decided to
wow.
a little late hit on Easton Webb back there.
Hit.
That was a smart move. Dom Ford was making some progress on the other side, but there was no way with that Easton could have found him. So that's going to bring up 4th down and 8. The Sandites are coming on to punt. Number 47, Copeland is going to be our punter tonight. He did. He had a few punts last week, kind of mixed. He had some really good ones and some that had a little struggle to it. So let's see if he has worked on any of that.
It looks like Owasso's bringing them all, except for the one deep back. They're going to try to come after it. Here they all come.
They're
Get
coming.
it out. Nice punt.
Good kick.
And they did it without roughing the – great job. Look at this roll down to the 7, 8.
Go. 6, 7 yard line. That's a great punt. Good job, Sandites, on the special teams unit. Number 1 for the Rams. Watched it roll about 15 yards past him, but nothing he can do. But the Rams are going to take over 1st down and 10 on their own 7 yard line with 10:50 to go in the first quarter. First opportunity to see our defensive package. Looks like number 66, Ryan, is actually going to start tonight, Chris, right there in the middle of the defensive tackle. Looks like
we were kind of wondering that.
Yeah.
So Aiden Ryan's going to get the start.
Looks like everybody else is our normal starters that we went over in the pregame.
Here we go. Getting a little pass rush, a little pass out to the flat. Nice tackle. Still going to get about 9 yards, 8 yards.
Caden Pope came from behind, and number 21, Junior Ballard, combined on that tackle. They picked up 9 yards. 2nd down and 1 for the Rams.
Takari Bethel is their key receiver, number 1, and he is a guy that you got to keep your eye on everywhere he goes. He's really, really good. Got to contain him all night tonight. Out to their running back, Jaden Hall.
Alex
He's going to
Dudley.
get a first down.
Alex Dudley took on the defender trying to bounce off and make the tackle. Couldn't get his hands on him. So going to pick up a first down for the Rams. Going to be 1st down and 10 on their 23 yard line. Clock's running. 10 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the first quarter.
That'll be the first Rams first down of the night. 2 plays. Passing both times.
Another pass across the middle of the field. Number 4
Yep.
has some speed. He
Julius
outruns
Wilson.
Trey Pope for a big touchdown for the Rams. Kind of ran a deep slant and was wide open, had a step on Trey Pope. I don't know if Trey was expecting some safety help or not, but regardless, he was able to get past Trey and take it off to the races and score a touchdown.
Yeah, I didn't quite catch it off the line of scrimmage. I was trying to write the down and distance here, but next thing I know, he was off to the races.
And
So,
when you outrun Trey Pope, you got some speed.
well,
So
they've got team speed for sure. Knew that coming in. So Julius Wilson's the real deal. They've got a great receiving group. So we probably haven't talked enough about them. But Owasso's up 6-0, looking for an extra point right here.
Number 43 kicking for the Rams.
Snaps down. Kick is good.
9:50 to go in the first quarter. The Sandites have given up a touchdown. They're trailing the Owasso Rams 7-0 with the kickoff pending. Chris, that was not what we wanted to see on our first defensive set. Had a little bit of success on a play or two, but then giving up a big play. One of the things
Big
we
play,
talked about not
really
being
on
able
the
to
third
do.
play from line of scrimmage. And like you said, a deep slant, kind of a seam route got free. And I don't know where safety help was. I caught the play late. So, but needless to say, you're in a hole.
In a hole.
In
Yep,
the
that's
9:50
exactly right.
mark.
So the Rams are going to kick off. Same guys going deep for the Sandites. I'd love to see us get a chance to return because those two guys back there are electric on a kickoff return. We've seen many times that Alex Dudley will just take one back for a touchdown or even for a big gain crossing over into the Ram territory. It'd be fun to see that happen. Number 43 for the Rams kicked it out into the end zone last kickoff. Let's see if we get a chance to bring one back.
Watched him for years. He's got great field vision, Dudley does, and would love for either one of these guys on the back line to have a chance to return one here tonight. So
he's going to kick it, and Dudley is going to let it go. It's going to hit midway into the end zone. Another touchback. It's going to bring up 1st down and 10 for the Sandites. They're going to start at their own 20-yard line. Let's see if we can get some connection going. We picked up some yards by penalty last time. So let's see if we can gain some yards and gain some first downs and try to get it across the field and get some points on the board. That's one way to kind of quieten the crowd a little bit is to answer with your own touchdown.
Yep. Well, you just want to show that you can go toe-to-toe here. After 3 straight penalties, Owasso forced us a 3-and-out, and we punted away. So let's get in a rhythm here, Sand Springs, and find a way to keep the ball on our side. Hand off up the middle, buried by Overton.
Loss of 2 yards on the play, be 2nd down and 12 for the Sandites. Trying to do our best to get the running game going. It just didn't happen on that play.
Chavez just got buried. So he lost a couple yards.
Got our 3 receivers at the bottom of the formation. Chavez is still in the backfield as the running back. Logan Wright still down as a blocker on the offensive line. 12 seconds to go on the play clock. Taking our time to make that happen.
There we go, a little slant underneath to Dom.
Gonna pick up about 5 yards on the play. Going to bring up 3rd down and about 7 yards to go for the first down. Javari Hill's coming in to the game. Those slant plays are what's made Easton and Dom famous a lot, and the Ram defender just took his legs out from under him so he couldn't get a step.
Well, unlike they kind of have closed that where they're playing up tight. So
some single coverage down here for Jafari Hill.
See if we can wiggle him loose here. Throw it right here. All right, Easton's going to scramble here.
Pick up the first down. Going to pick up 8 yards. Going to be first down for the Sandites.
What kind of spot is that?
Short. I mean, I don't know. Like,
he didn't slide there.
No, he did not. It's on the 31-yard line. First down and 10 for the Sandites. 3 receivers up top. Javari Hill's down low by himself.
Nice play by Easton, scrambling, getting out of trouble, and finding the first down sticks. Javari Hill's coming in the backfield. I like it.
They got Logan Wright on this side of the formation at the bottom. Kind of spreading the defense out with the 3 receivers up top. Still giving single coverage. The safety might shade over to Javari. If he can get loose, he can make some yards up.
Here comes a blitz right to the middle.
That's Grady Harris.
Grady Harris, we've been waiting on him. Gets about a 9-yard pickup.
Grady Harris coming, playing both ways again tonight, defensive end, and now as the tight end. Catches a quick pass, picks up 9 yards. 2nd down and 1 for the Sandites.
Nice play. You know, Owasso's playing pretty heads up. They're not, I mean, their one bandit linebacker is going to come. He's basically he's probably serving as a defensive end or whatever, but they're going to rush 4. But they're not coming after Easton crazy. Here comes 2 linebackers now. Just as I say that, we're going to get a sack.
Number 15 for the Rams comes right up the middle, almost unblocked, and sacks Easton. Going to drop them back. Going to be 3rd down and 9, so we lost 8 yards on that play. Clock's running, 6 minutes, 45 seconds to go in the first quarter. The Rams still leading 7-0.
Kaiser needs to keep his mouth shut.
That's right. You jinxed him, Chris.
Oh.
We've got a hole we don't want to dig out of. We don't like 3rd down and 9. We'd rather have 3rd down and 1.
Well, I agree, but kind of like you said in pregame, stay ahead of the sticks here a little bit. And, man, I mean, we've done a few things this drive. This will be the 6th play of the drive.
Chris, you're the offensive lineman. I see a gap right in the middle that's really big. And I'm not sure that's on purpose. Take a look next time we're on offense. It looks like the right guard, his split from the center is wider than it should be, especially what's on the other side. So it's going to force it was an easy rush up the middle. He came right up that gap and was able to put some pressure on Easton. Easton had no choice but to throw it away. So our punt team, Copeland's coming back on for another punch. 4th down and 9 for the Sandites. So we're going to kick it to number 1. I hope we will get another opportunity to get it to hit the ground and not give him a chance to return the ball.
So at the 6:09 mark, Owasso's up 7-0. Sandites are forced to punt. Not near the pressure they had last time. High end over end punt. Gets another Sand Springs bounce. It's going to go another 12, 13 yards to be down at the 39-yard line.
1st down and 10 for the Owasso Rams with 5 minutes and 58 seconds to go in the first quarter, leading 7-0. The Sandites coming out for their 2nd defensive stand. While we got a second, just some 6A scores right now. Number 2, Jinx, is up 27-0 over Union.
That happened fast.
Moore is up 11-7 over Southmore. Edmond Memorial is up 13-10 on Edmond North. We'll continue to take a look at some 6A scores as the game proceeds.
Here we go, a little reverse across the field. We got to make a play here, fellas.
Got a penalty flag.
I like it.
So hopefully we did. Joe Farmer chased him down on the sideline, did tackle him.
That a kid. I'll take the penalty.
I'm hoping it's a holding penalty. The referee is giving a holding penalty against Owasso. We had a pursuit angle coming for a linebacker.
But he got blocked.
And so he got blocked, or he would have been able to kind of disrupt it in the backfield. He kind of had a wild pursuit angle. But Joe Farmer showing off his wheels because number 1's got some speed, and he got him from behind and was able to save the touchdown, but it's coming back for a holding penalty.
I didn't see where he was lined up pre-snap. But
I think he was on the other side of the field, Chris. I think is what I remember him seeing. But now he's lined up down here, so he may have just come from his position down here. 1st down and 12 for the Rams with 5:35 to go in the first quarter. Direct snap to the the running back. I'm not sure if that's number 1 still or
Grady.
not. Gives up 3 yards. Grady Harris leading the tackle. The quarterback kind of shifted to the left on that one, Chris, and was allowed to be a direct snap to number 2 for the Rams.
Yeah, that was Grady and 20-piece. So
20-piece. Oh, Waylon, he's ready.
Both of them played well right there. So Owasso gains a yard, no, 2 yards.
2nd down and 9 for the Rams.
Here's that sweep again.
Fumble.
Ball on the ground. We got the fumble recovery.
Caden Pope.
Caden Pope gets a turnover against Owasso here.
That's
Good job,
big.
Caden.
That's a help for the Sandites with 4:58 to go in the first quarter. We get a turnover on their side of the field, so we're going to start 1st down and 10 from the Rams' 36-yard line. Chris, that couldn't have come at a better time. It almost looked like the ball bounced off of a leg, or it just kind of fell out of the quarterback's hand.
I think it was
going to
be a shovel pass of some sort. It looked like underneath, or maybe it did just bounce off the running back as he was making the handoff.
Caden Pope had his head right where it needed to be.
Jabari Hill coming across the formation. Now he's going to motion back. Easton's taking him time to get the play in. 5 seconds left on the play clock. Here we go.
We've got some pressure. They were coming from everywhere.
Overton, another sack.
Going to lose 5 yards on the play. Be second down and 10 from the 40-yard line. Sand Springs going to take a timeout. We're going to take one with them. This broadcast break brought to you by Amped Up Energy and Protein. We'll be back in just a few moments from Owasso Stadium.
Tired of life kicking you in the teeth? Come join us this Sunday at Church that Matters at 9 a.m. or 10:45 a.m.
No insurance? Cure Medical Clinic in Sapulpa provides free health care to those without health insurance. Call us at 918-347-9221 to schedule your appointment.
Welcome back to Owasso Stadium. The Sandites have got a second down and 15 from the 40-yard line. 4:45 to go in the first quarter.
Here we go, play action pass. We're going to roll Easton out. Dom Forbes, great reception, makes a man miss, about a
8-yard gain.
8-yard gain, gets to the 32.
Bring up third down and manageable, maybe 6 yards, 7 yards to go for the first down. I like that play. You left Kendall Page in the backfield to help block, slow that rush down a little bit.
Maybe get Easton out of the pocket a little bit.
Now we're going back empty backfield. A lot of space at the bottom of the field.
Throw it out to Javari.
Make a man
got
miss.
Some miss.
He's got some speed.
Let's go. Stay on your feet. Great job. Great downfield blocking by Paxton.
I like that play, Chris, because what that does for you is you get some speed with Javari going around the right side of the formation, and all he has to do is make one man miss, but he wasn't touched until after he picked up the first down.
Absolutely.
First down and 10 for the Sandites on the 18-yard line with 3:50 to go in the first quarter. Kendall Pope back in the backfield with Easton Webb on this play. 3 receivers up top. Logan Wright down as the tight end on the bottom side of the formation.
Here we go. Throw it across the middle. Nice play. Another 8-yard, 9-yard gain by Dom Forbes.
Dom Forbes knows in his slot position he's going to take hits just like that, but he holds on to the ball. Second down and 1 for the Sandites. Clock's running, 3:12 to go in the first quarter. You look at the running backs when they're motioning like that you can't help but to think Coach Green's got some plays as a jet sweep or something on that, just trying to get a read on the defense before he runs those plays.
Here we go. Throw it back out. Here we go, Kendall. Kendall Page in for the Sandite touchdown.
No flags, Chris.
Here we go.
No
Here
flags. With 2:45 left in the first quarter, the Sandites get on the board with a Kendall Page reception from about the 12-yard line. So a great play. We saw it with Javari Hill just a few plays ago. Comes right back at it with Page, and he scores a touchdown. Copeland's in for the extra point. Easton Webb's holding. Kicks up. Kick is good.
There we go.
2 minutes and 45 seconds to go. We have tied it up, Chris, here at Owasso Stadium, where the Sandites are tied 7-7 with the Rams. And while we got just a moment, we're going to go over a few more scores, Chris.
Well, hey, I mean, that all comes back to a Caden Pope turnover.
It does.
It does. And, Sand Springs takes advantage of that, gets a little short field advantage, and goes down and scores, and you got to like that.
And you think about that as that turnover happened, we even lost yardage on a play or two, but then we were able to catch a big first down break with Javari Hill coming up, picking up a big first down, and then we just put the exclamation point. Hey, we can play with these guys.
Well, that's my communication or my just what I've been saying all week long is, hey, stay with them. Just go toe-to-toe, one play after another, and answer their call. And we did it right there. Sand Springs did a great job.
At least it plants a seed in the Rams' back of their mind that Sand Springs can move the ball.
Yep.
We can do it. We can put points up on the board against them, and all of a sudden it's a tie ball game.
Yep.
With 2:45 to go in the first quarter.
Yep. And that's you gotta feel like maybe it wanes their confidence a little bit, but it builds ours.
It does. There's no doubt about that.
All right, where are we?
Oh, we got some Broken Arrow. Broken Arrow's up 21-7 on Mustang tonight. Stillwater's up 28-0 over Enid. Sapulpa is losing to Yukon 21-0. Deer Creek is losing to Norman North 7-0. Norman is beating Edmond Santa Fe 13-0. We'll keep an eye on some of those district scores as we continue to watch this one unfold in front of us.
Well, here we go. Sand Spring defense forces a turnover on the last possession, and it'd be awesome here just to keep Owasso from scoring again and keep the momentum on our side.
Our defense got a chance to get a little breather on that as well. We're not just going right back in, so we should be kind of fresh.
Nice pooch kick.
A little pooch kick. Be taken at the 23-yard line.
Cover.
Got to make a tackle. There we go. Going to force Owasso out of bounds. Looks like he's going to be marked down at the 39, 40. He keeps going. 41. Oh, somewhere around the 40-yard line. So we're going to go first down and 10 for Owasso on their own 40-yard line with 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go. And I'm not sure that's a bad call. I think that if you kick it deep, you got some really good playmakers deep for the Rams that will receive that kickoff. And so that's not a bad call.
So Sandite defense, we're going to hand off up the middle. He's waiting for his block. He gets to the second level, about a first down.
We're going to mark him down right at 10 yards on the midfield stripe, 50-yard line. It'll be first down and 10 for the Rams. The clock is running. 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the first quarter. Too many yards, as my coach used to say, running up the middle. We got to kind of slow that down a little bit.
They want to run the ball, I promise you. And here they come again. Here it comes.
Defensive end got way in the backfield.
We are going to get a horse collar. Probably against Sand Springs. Probably be first. Are
they going to call it at the 45, 40? Well, they're going to call it at the 50-yard line. Holding against the Rams.
Oh, my goodness. I'll take it.
Wow.
So
got some hand fighting going on with Trey Pope and number 1 at the top. I was thinking that they may have called the penalty on that, but they called a holding. It's going to be first down and 20 for the Rams. They're going to back it up to the original line of scrimmage, which is the 40-yard line. 2 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the first quarter.
So that was the fifth penalty on Owasso. They're going to get about 6 or 7 yards on that.
Fumble. There's a fumble on the play.
Bobby's indicating that it's ours.
I see the marker hit the ground. They're going to keep it with the Owasso. Going to bring up second down and 15. Clock is running, 1 minute and 40 seconds to go. Still tied up 7-7. I like the vulnerability that Owasso's showing with dropping the ball, putting it on the turf. There was another chance right there.
Second and 15, Owasso on their own 45-yard line. Here we go. We're going to try to run a little screen. Stop the screen. Good job.
Big Whalen comes out.
Read it perfect. Made the play, about a 3-yard gain.
Third down and 11 for the Rams. He did pick up a few yards, but my goodness, Whalen came from the defensive line position out about 10 yards to make that tackle.
It's a big third down possession right here, 3rd and 11 with a minute left here in the first quarter. Ball game's tied 7-7.
Got a little pressure. We couldn't get back.
Sides.
We're going to give them first or 5 yards. Going to bring up 3rd down.
Big Aiden.
A little more manageable.
Dojo, don't jump off sides.
Watch the ball. I saw on that last play that before they ran the ball that number 1 kind of went across in motion and he kind of bounced back in the flat and it was wide open. We'll be curious to see if the Sand Springs coaches caught that as well to try to prevent that. Number 2 is going to take it up the middle and he's going to pick up a first down and plenty more. Big pickup for number 2. Going to bring it down to the 30-yard line on the Sandite side of the field. Too many yards right up the middle. Nobody came up and made a tackle.
So it's going to be another first down for Owasso.
35 seconds to go in the first quarter. Clock is running.
Pass out on the flat. Covered up by Agent Zero.
Agent Zero and Trey Pope combine on the tackle. Picks up about 6 yards. Going to bring up 2nd down and 4 for the Rams with 20 seconds to go in the first quarter. I'd like to see us get a little pressure in the backfield right here.
Here, reverse. Let's prove that we can stop the reverse.
We cannot. Number 1 is going to take it in, going to take it down. He jumps. Nope, he stepped out of bounds at the 5-yard line, Chris. I see the referee waving him out of bounds. So we did save a touchdown. He did get knocked out, but 2 seconds to go in the first quarter. The Rams are threatening.
Reminiscent against Bixby last week, came across the field with that reverse, and they're going to try to get another playoff here in the quarter.
Run it
right up the middle.
He gets stopped.
I don't know if he got there.
They're going to mark him down on the 1-yard line.
That's going to be quarter.
We're going to take a break with 1 quarter in the books here at Owasso Stadium. The score's tied 7-7. This broadcast break brought to you by Amped Up Energy and Protein, downtown Sand Springs. We'll be back in just a few moments.
Project Dude Man is a men's riding club with a mission to have fun, build friendships, and to free all cyclists from the stigma associated with men's mental fitness and well-being.
Welcome back to Owasso Stadium, Chris. We got a big 2nd down and 1. Owasso's threatening to score first play of the second quarter. It's time now for us to bow up and keep them out of the end zone.
Turnover right here would be nice. Fumble, cause a fumble.
Looks like we brought in a couple extra linemen on this play.
Yeah, they're going to run it.
Some single
Look
coverage.
At this little jumbo package. These guys out on the edge are just decoys.
Not real sure why the referee slowed it down, but they did.
He wants to move it back an inch.
That's right. The spot was a little bit off.
He said it was an inch too far. Closer.
This is going to be fun to see big boy on big boy right here.
Quarterback sneak. He didn't get in.
They're going to give it to him.
Barely.
Second, third effort got him around the left side of the formation. Going to score a touchdown for Owasso. Number 6, the quarterback takes it in for their second touchdown of the night. 11 minutes and 56 seconds to go in the first half. 13-7 now, waiting for the extra point to come from the Rams. Chris, overall, we gave up some big plays. We had them kind of pinned behind the sticks, and then all of a sudden a big running play up the middle and another running play around the edge kind of set them up for this touchdown drive, and they just put it in for their second touchdown of the game with 11:56 to go. Number 43 for the Rams are going to kick the extra point. Ooh, we almost got a block on that. Somebody right up the middle almost got a hand on it, but it's good. So with 11:56 to go, Sand Springs now trails the Rams 14-7. And again, what we like to see is we come out and just answer. That's what we got to do. That's what we have to keep doing, is just answering every time the Owasso scores. We need to put up points ourselves.
Well, outside of the big reverse play there, I was really proud of what we did defensively. We made them earn all of that. It was a 10-play drive. Took them about 3 minutes to get down the field, and that's pretty healthy in a high school game. So I like what Sand Springs showed on defense there. So now let's just answer, like you said, offensively. Come back here, stay in the rhythm that we got, and drive the length of the field ourselves.
Chris, another couple 6A2 school scores that we want to talk about. Choctaw is losing 7-6 to Hayes right now.
Okay. What's Stillwater doing? Do we know?
Stillwater's up 35-0 over Enid. The other interesting one is Ponca City's up 28-0 over Will Rogers.
Okay.
We'll continue to take a look at some of these division scores as we go. You got some Capital City schools, U.S. Grant and Capitol Hill. U.S. Grant's leading 7-0 at halftime.
Well, here we go. Owasso's going to have to kick against the wind here. We'll see if we can get a return going with either Dudley or Dom Forbes.
Got a little bit of wind blowing the flags out there, so maybe it'll be enough to just slow it down and let these guys get a chance to run it back.
So here's the kickoff. We're going to be able to return this one.
Dom Forbes.
Dom gets it at the 10, up to the 20, over to the 25. He's got a little seam right here. He might go. 21's got an angle on him and knocks him out of bounds at the 34-yard line.
Dom Forbes putting it in his hands. He's going to be ready to make a play on a kickoff return. Takes it over, no flags on the field, takes it over to the Rams side of the field and going to be marked at the 32-yard line. First down and 10 for the Sandites coming up from the Rams' 32-yard line. Chris, that's exactly what we needed to get across midfield, get into their side of the field. So now we are striking distance. I wouldn't be surprised if Coach Green didn't call a play to go for the end zone on first down and 10 for the Sandites.
I wouldn't be surprised either, but that's a great return. We talked about it all season, man. If we can just get some room with either one of those guys on the back end. Great play, Dom, and here we go.
Javari Hill's in there running some motion as a running back.
Here we go, Easton. Get there. Dom Forbes again makes 2 guys miss, 3 guys miss, gets hammered down to the ground pretty hard, but still almost a first down with that reception.
Took a big shot, and what is that? Maybe a half yard short of the first down. Second down and 1 for the Sandites. I like that play, kind of play action in the backfield. Easton stepped up a couple steps and let it go.
So 1 yard from a first down, great play.
I like the matchup up top, Chris.
Pretty creative.
You got Javari Hill one-on-one, got plenty of field to go with. He's got a little room to run a slant or go out.
Yep. That empty backfield's giving him a little fit. Here comes a little defense. Here we go, Dom again, looking for the first down.
He picks it up.
He got it.
You got 1 yard on the play, first down and 10 for the Sandites. Clock's running, 10:45 to go in this first half.
They
Sandites
have not
are
marked
moving.
a first down yet, or they haven't.
Are they calling him? No,
there
we
he
go.
goes. Yep.
I was about to say it. The referee on the far side, he's got to get some bigger shoes or something because he marked it and looked like it was first down from here, but we're 100 yards away from it.
Well, he was waiting till the guy here on this near sideline gave him the signal. He didn't want those chains to move, which
That's
I
right.
understand. But you had called it early in the play right there, and I was like, well, we're not moving those chains.
Chavez Williams in the backfield. We got 2 receivers at the top and 2 at the bottom. Let's see what we got dialed up for this play.
Maybe hold them honest here, see if we can run it right here. I'd kick out on this end.
Sand Springs is going to call their second timeout. We're going to take a break, too. This broadcast break brought to you by Amped Up Energy and Protein, downtown Sand Springs. We'll be back in just a moment.
Tired of life kicking you in the teeth? Come join us this Sunday at Church that Matters at 9 a.m. or 10:45 a.m.
No insurance? Cure Medical Clinic in Sapulpa provides free health care to those without health insurance. Call us at 918-347-9221 to schedule your appointment.
Welcome back to Owasso Stadium. 10 minutes, 11 seconds to go in the first half. The Sandites are first down and 10, threatening down deep into the territory on the 22-yard line of the Rams. We're going to see here we got 3 receivers up top. Chavez Williams in the backfield. He's going to go out of the backfield in motion. Easton Webb's going to drop back and throw it to him. Chavez has got some guys coming. He made a guy
2
miss.
spin moves, 3 spin move. Here we go. Chavez shows a little wiggle right there.
Yeah, man, made some guys miss. Going to pick up 3 yards. Going to bring up 2nd down and 7 for the Sandites. Love to see Chavez get involved with the passing play.
Well, it just keeps you honest. You've got to keep somebody there on the flat to defend that.
Kendall Page is in the backfield now with Easton Webb. 3 receivers at the bottom of the formation.
Here we go. Kendall Page gets loose. Man, best run of the night, maybe the best run of the season.
Got a penalty, Chris. I think they're going to call us for
holding.
No, I think we jumped off, but he didn't stop the play. I think our Logan Wright may have got a head start. Let's see if that's not what they call. Oh, they're going to call holding against the Sandites, so that's going to back us up. That is not, man, our best play, running play of the game gets brought back for holding. Chris, that's a little reminiscent from last week, right?
It is. Yeah,
had a run and play, big pickup, and the referees brought it back. Going to be 2nd down and about 16 yards from the 30-yard line for the Sandites. Going to go empty backfield with 4 receivers, 3 at the bottom, 1 at the top. Clock's running, 9:20 to go in the first half.
Here we go. Throw it out to Javari. Here we go. Nice.
Just couldn't shake loose. Number 10 for the Rams brought him down for no gain. Be 3rd down and about 14 yards for the Sandites. I like the play. The play call was great. Javari has some moves, but the guy just got an ankle and wouldn't let go. Be 3rd down and 14. Ball's marked at the 30-yard line. Javari comes down at the bottom. 3 receivers up top, an empty backfield.
Dom's in the slot here. I like him in the slot.
He is not afraid to run the slant out of the slot, and he's going to have some safety help. But you got K.J. Worthington over there. He's got a little space that can get down the field as well. Going to bring some pressure up the middle. Easton notices he gets
got
up.
some room. Oh, gosh.
The referee gets ran over. Dom Forbes was in the vicinity, but I think Easton just decided to get rid of it and throws it out of the back of the end zone. 4th down and 14 for the Sandites.
I think you go for it here.
I wouldn't be afraid of that. It looks like the offense is staying on the field. Coach Klink has not sent the punt team out just yet.
He had plenty of time there. I thought he might run a little bit. I'd like to see him. What if he got 10 or 12 yards and
then a little closer
for
that's right, for Copeland to kick it. 4th down and 14. They're not going to bring as many. They're going to kind of fall back in a prevent. Got a couple guys coming off the end. Oh, mercy. He does.
Oh, nice.
Good catch. Not quite enough for the 1st down, but K.J. Worthington comes across with a big crossing pattern, catches the ball. They're going to mark it down 1st and 10 for the Rams at the about the 17-yard line with 8 minutes and 17 seconds to go. I didn't mind it. They didn't bring a traditional rushing package, but they got to Easton, forced him to kind of throw the ball as he was getting drugged down from behind, so he couldn't get enough strength on the pass to make it to where KJ can continue to run. He does make the catch for a big pickup, but not quite enough for the first down.
So Sand Springs turns it over on downs after a big Dom Forbes 58-yard kickoff return.
I think the medical staff may be taking a look at the referee that got run over by a couple Rams as they were trying to defend that pass to Dom in the end zone. Going to give him a check. He says he's all right, so I think we're going to get back to play.
So Owasso's going to take the ball over after forcing the Sandites off the field here at 8:17 on the 17-yard line. Scores 14-7 Owasso. Sand Springs has done some really nice things tonight, offensively and defensively.
Yep.
Forced a turnover in the first quarter, and has shown that they can move the ball, throw the ball against Owasso some.
I look at this. We need to make a defensive stand right now because Owasso does get the second half kickoff, and it's time for our guys up front to get some pressure on the quarterback to try to just slow him down a little bit. I like that we are forcing them to run the ball. The unfortunate part is that's one of their strong points of their offensive game.
It is. They got some. I mean, like I said, it's running back by committee here at Owasso, and all of them are really good and have proven themselves, last year and this year. One of their running backs transferred to Jinx, and I'd argue, I don't know if he was the best of the three, but
well, that may be why he transferred.
I don't know.
He was going to lose his position.
Excuse me, it wasn't Jinx because that's where KD is. I think he transferred to Broken Arrow. Excuse me. So I know he transferred.
Yeah. Chris, there's no other updates on the scores in our division.
Here we go. Owasso hands it off up the middle because they know they want to run the ball. That's a great stop right there by that was Farmer.
That was Farmer coming up. He going to pick up a couple yards, be second down and 8 for the Rams with 8 minutes to go in the first half.
So Owasso's going to get it out to the 20-yard line, about a 3-yard gain. Great run stop by Joe Farmer. I like it.
Got Joe Farmer playing deep right here.
Here we go. We're going to hand it off again up the middle. Man, Brock Odell.
Emery Smithick in on that tackle.
But another Owasso first down.
Big pickup. They're going to mark the ball at the 33-yard line. They're kind of getting in a little bit of a hurry up. They want to see if they can get some more points. They're pounding it.
I mean, they want to pound it. Defensive line's just got to get a stop here. Here it comes again, right up. No, it's play action pass. Quarterback's going to keep it.
Brock Odell comes out and forces him down.
And then a Joe Farmer. I like it.
Joe Farmer came from the other side of the formation to make that.
Caden Pope helped on the edge.
6 yards, be second down and 4. Pursuit of the ball. I'd like to see Brock Odell get in the backfield and just welcome him to the game a little bit.
I haven't paid too much attention, but they've been running the ball quite a bit, so it's not like we're just trying to send pressure. Stay assignment sound here, Sandites. Here comes a pass. Going up top for it all.
Trey Pope.
Nice play, and we're going to get a pass interference. He did have a little jersey on the edge. He had a little jersey underneath the cuff, and he's probably hoping or betting, don't see this, don't see
that's
this.
Right.
And great. I mean, that's about how it's done. I mean,
he was asking the referee what he was doing wrong, and the referee did give a tug at the jersey. So we kind of see that, and Trey did a great job of defending the play. He just had a little bit of jersey in his hand.
Not bad.
A 15-yard penalty, going to be first down and 10 for the Rams. They're going to get it over to their side of the field. First and 10 from the 46-yard line with 6 minutes and 50 seconds to go in the first half. Just give you a heads up, at halftime, we're going to let you enjoy whatever festivities the Rams have here at the stadium. We'll come back in just before the end of the halftime.
Here comes a rush up the middle. Got a little, I don't know. What that's
a flag.
That a holding? I don't know.
It's in the backfield.
Kind of late in the backfield.
The umpire there has dropped the flag at the 48-yard line, 44-yard line. Going to be holding against the Rams. Going to back them up. That's about the third big holding penalty against the Rams.
Let me see. I got it. That's the third holding call.
Going to cross it back over the Sandite side of the field. They're going to mark first down and 20 from, looks like the 47-yard line. 6 minutes and 41 seconds to go in the first half. Oh, they're going to back it up another yard. We'll take it. Keep going. So it'll be officially marked at the 46-yard line. First down and about 20 yards. Oh, we jumped off sides. Gave him 5 yards back. Number 66, Aiden Ryan. That's the second time that he's gotten drawn off. He's just wanting to get there. We just got to wait till the ball snapped, young man. He's played a good game up front. We just need to keep our heads about us and not give them free yards. Going to run the ball up the middle, kind of a delayed handoff. Got a block in the back on Smittick, but look who's coming up.
Play.
Is that Junior Ballard? Nope, that's Trey Pope coming up, holding on for dear life. He's going to pick up 2 yards. Going to be second down and 11 for the Rams right here at the end of the first half. Clock's running with 6 minutes and 10 seconds to go. That was a good defensive play by Trey Pope coming up from his cornerback position to slow him down for a short gain. It looks like they eased the sticks up. It's going to be right at second down and 10 now on the 46-yard line.
Yep. Here we go. Handoff up the middle. He waits for his block. Smittick misses the tackle. Man, shoestring tackle by Joe Farmer.
Joe Farmer and Junior Ballard come together to trip him up. It's going to be first down and 10 for the Rams. Going to mark the ball 25. On the 24-yard line. Clock's running, 5:40 to go in the first half.
Play action pass, looking for a seam route. He leaves it short.
He drops it. That would have been a touchdown right there.
Yep.
And he knows it.
Didn't put it in his hands.
He'd like to have that one back, I'm quite sure. Alex Dudley was over in that vicinity. I'm not sure, wasn't paying attention if it was his own coverage or not. He kind of settled in behind all of our coverage and was able to catch the ball, but he just couldn't get it to him. Second and 10 for the Rams.
Here we go. We're going to run it up the middle, see if he can get a block. Good job there.
Got knocked down from some of his
Devin
blockers.
McCulloch gets a tackle there.
Yep. Third down and 7 for the Rams. Clock's running, 5:15 to go.
Be a big third down play right here. Stop the ball. Man, we're just getting too much yard up the middle.
Caden Pope and number 53 is on the tackle. McCulloch. He's had a couple big tackles here in the last couple plays.
So that's a 10-yard gain and a first down for the Owasso Rams. 4:58. Clock is ticking. Clock's moving here.
First and 10 on the 12, so they can get a first down at the 1-yard line.
Yep.
Got triple receivers at the bottom. I'm going to send them in motion. Got a stoppage in play.
Timeout by Bobby, which will be their third timeout of the
Third
half.
timeout. We're going to take one with the Sandice. This broadcast break brought to you by Amped Up Energy and Protein. We'll be back in just a moment.
No insurance? Cure Medical Clinic in Sapulpa provides free health care to those without health insurance. Call us at 918-347-9221 to schedule your appointment.
Tired of life kicking you in the teeth? Come join us this Sunday at Church of the Matters at 9 a.m. or 10:45 a.m.
Project Dude Man is a men's riding club with a mission to have fun, build friendships, and to free all cyclists from the stigma associated with men's mental fitness and well-being.
All right. right, we got 4 minutes, 42 seconds to go in the first half. What is this going to bring up? First down and 10 for the Rams. They are on the 12-yard line, so they can pick up a first down at the 1-yard line. Chris, I would imagine that we're either going to see a little play action or just running up the middle. We've stopped it a few times. We've given up a few big plays. Right now, you got to just dig deep on the defensive line and just try to slow down the running play. We got Caden Pope coming out of the game. Number 48 is coming in the game. Brighton Davidson, he's going to come in as an extra defensive lineman just to try to slow the run game down a little bit.
This will be the 11th play of the drive. They're throwing it out in the flat. Nice move.
Got a holding call. Thank goodness.
A holding call.
I was wondering if that was happening because they were holding Junior Ballard over there as a defensive back, so it's going to back him up 10 yards.
This will be the 4th penalty of the drive.
And the 4th holding call. That's a little bit sloppy for some of the teams these days that you don't see 4 in the first half, really.
Right.
They're going to back it up. Going to be first down and 20 for the Rams as the spot foul, maybe first down and 19, but it's a 10-yard penalty from the spot. Take it back to the 19-yard line. I like the way Junior Ballard read the play. He came up and took the defender on, trying to keep the receiver inside, and was held whenever he tried to bounce out to go make the tackle. Still got our extra defensive lineman in. Nope, we took him out, so we got back to our traditional 4-down lineman set. Looks like the Sandikes are threatening some pressure. We got
It's kind of an odd formation here.
Got a guy coming off the end on the top side.
Throw it down the middle.
Oh, my goodness. They're going to call Pope for another 15-yard penalty. Coach Klink's not going to enjoy those calls.
Both of them are close, but I would say that is a PI.
Yeah, it looked like he was on his back a little bit, so I can't disagree with that. That's also unusual. We don't need to – in this drive alone, we've got 2 pass interference calls.
I mean, I'm on your side, Trey. I mean, you're facing a dude that's pretty good. So, Julius he's already scored 1. And
that must have been defensive holding. It only marked off 10. It's first and 10 at the
it probably was
10-yard line. 4:11 to go in the first half. Going to run the ball.
Here we go. Stop the ball.
Touchdown Rams. Number 2 takes it in for a touchdown. What they've been doing most of the night is just running it up the middle. We had our 4-down linemen up there and just couldn't make the stop. With 4 minutes and 6 seconds to go, the Rams have added another touchdown, 20-7, with a point after touchdown pending.
The one thing that Sand Springs did do was, they made it tough.
They did.
It was 15, basically when you count the penalties, about a 15, 16 play drive. Didn't make it easy. How about that?
Yep.
But Owasso's really good at running the ball.
Extra point is good. So with 4:06 to go in the first half, the Rams now lead 21-7. Sandikes got plenty of time to come back down and score for ourselves. If we get a chance to run the ball back on the kickoff, that will help us. But Easton and crew will be ready to make a difference there with the last drive maybe of Sand Springs for the first half. But we need to get some points on the board to try to answer this. The Rams do get the ball first in the second half, so we don't want to go away empty on this drive.
Well, Forbes had a really nice kickoff return last time. Got him, really, really good field position, best field position of the night.
If I had to guess, they're going to try to keep it away from him.
I bet they do, but don't forget how good Dudley is either.
I hope they give Dudley a chance this time because he's just as electric as Forbes is. I'm going to take a look at some district games. Nothing's really changed. Sapulpa still getting beat 21-0 at halftime.
Sapulpa's getting beat?
Getting beat, yep.
Who are they playing again?
UConn.
Yeah. UConn comes across. I wonder, are they playing at UConn or did the UConn come over here?
I'm not sure. I'll take a look here in just a minute. I'm going to take a look.
UConn has a great facility.
Stillwater's
I like playing there.
Stillwater's now up 48-0 over Enid. Jinx is up 34-0 at halftime over Union.
Union had a kind of game like we had last week. They got 3 interceptions.
Yeah.
Here in the first half. All right, here we go. Owasso's getting ready to kick off. 4 minutes and 6 seconds left before half. Owasso is now up 21-7. But the Sand Springs Sandites have made it tough. Short kick again. Dom Forbes is going to get it. He gets it again at the 10-yard line. He's going to come back across the field. Gets stopped, bottled up about the 30.
That's where I see it. Let's see if the referee sees it that way too. He does. He's putting his foot on the 30. Sandites should take over 1st down and 10 from their own 30-yard line. It looks like UConn is playing at Sapulpa.
Okay. So they
tonight.
come across the state tonight.
Got the Putnam City matchup. Putnam City's beating Putnam City North 28-6. Some of the guys that we're going to see a little bit later in the season.
All right, here we go, Sandites.
3:58 to go in the first half. Let's see if we can get some points on the board.
Paxton Salazar down here on his own on the numbers. Owasso almost jumps offside. We're going to run a little counter. Throw it out.
Number
Big
16.
KJ.
Check that, number 15. KJ Worthington makes a big catch. Gains about 7 yards. Going to mark him down at the 36-yard line. 2nd down and 4.
I like the play.
That was great play.
Little counter action underneath in the backfield, and then KJ Worthington comes across the field in a slant, a drag. And nice ball by Easton. 7-yard, 6-yard gain.
We're huddling up with 3 minutes and 25 seconds to go in the first half.
Clock's running.
2nd down and 3, 2nd down and 4.
Comes KJ across the formation. We're going to hand it off underneath.
Chavez.
No, yep.
Uh-oh. Sean Hatcher comes up limping a little bit.
You got a little cramp.
Get that cramp out, Sean. You got this.
Gets a couple yards. It's going to be 37-yard line.
3rd down for the Sandites. 2:54 to go. Clock's running. Logan Wright's in as a
Big 3rd down
tight
play
end.
here.
Empties the backfield. Chavez comes back. 3 receivers up top. I'd like to see Logan just kind of slip into the backfield, catch a ball for 1st down.
Right down the middle. Nice. Dom Forbes make a huge catch. Cuts back across the grain at the 30, at the 35, 25.
Going to get knocked out of bounds at the 23-yard line. Stops the clock because the Sandites are out of timeout, so that's a big-time play.
What a catch, Will.
What a dodge. What a shake after twice. 2 men missed as he takes it down the field for a huge game on the 22-yard line.
Got so excited, couldn't find the numbers in my mind.
He was going in the right direction. That's all that matters.
In the right direction. Great job, Dom Forbes. Easton Webb delivers a strike.
We got the clock running. The chain crew's not even there, so they're not letting us snap the play. But referee fired the clock off, even getting tackled out of bounds. 1st and 10, 22-yard line.
Great play. Easton Webb again.
Going to throw it out of
bounds. I don't know if he didn't see what he liked or just said, no, we'll waste it down here. Minute 52.
Kind of got forced out of the pocket over there, but protected, but he just got forced out, and when he scrambled to his right, he didn't find a receiver that he liked, so he just threw it out of bounds. So minute 52 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd down and 10 from the 22-yard line.
Dom Forbes just doing Dom Forbes things.
Man, what an athlete.
He's impressive. Easton Webb, play action pass, drops back, looking for an open man. He's going to have to tuck and run it. He's going to step out of bounds right back at the marker.
May give him a yard pickup on that. It's going to be 3rd down for the Sandites. Minute 44 seconds to go in the first half. We need to get a little bit closer. Even if it's time for Copeland field goal attempt or if we're going to try to get some points on the board, we got to get a little bit closer. 3rd and 10.
Dial one up here, baby.
What we got? Stopping the clock.
What's the deal?
Referee
timeout or something.
Coming over to talk to The Owasso head coach.
Coach Blankenship. What we're doing. Here comes Duffield, the AD, jogging across the 10, at the 15, at the 20. Here he comes. Going to talk to the ref. We got issues.
What do we got going on, Chris?
I have no idea.
He's radioing somebody. It's one way to slow the momentum down.
Not sure what that was. Third down, big third down play.
Logan Wright coming in motion.
Here we go. Easton's out of the pocket, going to scramble, throws it away. Boom!
Oh, so
It's going to
close.
be out of bounds.
Dom Forbes is on the sideline trying to tiptoe. Easton was scrambling. I'm not sure if he didn't have a few yards he could have ran for it.
I know.
But he threw a great pass just a little bit out of bounds.
We're going to try to kick the field goal here. Is the door?
Fourth down. We're going to go for a field goal.
She can. So it's going to be 48-yarder.
Tanner Copeland going to tee it up. Easton Webb holding.
Hits it pretty good. That is good.
Yes, sir.
48-yarder.
Welcome to the game, Mr. Copeland, with 1 minute and 32 seconds to go. He enters the game and puts 3 points on the board for the Sandites. So we're now trailing 21-10 with 1 minute and 32 seconds to go. It wasn't a touchdown, Chris, but we did get
I'll
some
take
points.
every time.
I love
every time.
I love it.
Especially against a team like Owasso right here.
You never know when that's going to pay off in the second half,
Yeah.
and that was a great call by the coaching staff.
Well, it
And-
also gives the Copeland some confidence. That's a long field goal.
And it looked like he had a little room left on it.
He hit it great.
It was a good
So,
kick.
I had it down as a 48-yarder. I'm not quite sure if I got it right. I'm never real good at that.
It looks good.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Just a reminder, at halftime, we're going to go off air, but we're going to leave a camera going and let you guys enjoy the festivities that are going to be happening here. I'm assuming the Pride of Owasso band's going to perform. We're going to let you guys enjoy that. Chris and I will come back on
Might
with a
have
few
been
minutes to go.
Is that 43 or 48?
I'm thinking the ball was marked right there where I think it's closer to that 43 4-yard line.
Okay.
Our kick versus the 48.
I may have missed that, but it was 40-plus. How
It
about
was.
that?
That's exactly right. It was a great kick.
Cope, I'm sorry. We'll get it right. I'm not paid to get it right all the time.
That's right. That's right. We'll go back and watch
I'll
the
take
footage.
this. How about this? I'll take the 3 points.
Absolutely. No matter if it's 5 yards or 50, we'll take it. Copeland's going to do another little pooch kick over to 30-yard
Let's
line.
cover here. Come on. Get there. Get there. Good job.
Oh,
Boom.
boy.
What a tackle.
Number
27.
Number 23 makes the tackle for the Sandites. Let's see what that is. Gage Gunn coming down on special teams, disrupting the play. He called it the 30. He got tackled on the 30. He came across the formation and didn't find any openings on this side. So great job.
Nice special teams
Gage
tackle
Gunn.
right there.
First down and 10 for the Rams. They're going to mark the ball at the 30-yard line. Got 1 minute and 26 seconds to go. Looks like Owasso may have 2 timeouts left. The Sandites have 0. So they're getting a little bit of time to work with plus a couple timeouts. Let's see what they do. Going to start with an incomplete pass to number 5. They threw it behind the receiver. So we didn't get much pressure, but we got enough to where it shook him up a little bit to throw him off, threw the ball behind the receiver, the intended receiver. Second down and 10 from the 30-yard line. The Rams have 4 wideouts and 1 running back in the backfield, and we jump off sides. We did get back. They did not call that penalty.
Attaboy, Aiden.
Ooh, man.
Do not jump off sides.
He is ready to go. He's right over the ball, too, so we just got to wait.
Boom.
Make the tackle.
Nice tackle.
Trey Pope swipes at the ball, doesn't make the tackle. Alex Dudley comes up from his safety position and makes the tackle, but not before the Rams get over in the Sandite territory. First down and 10 from the 47-yard line. Going to come out throwing again, going deep. Trey Pope is down there with number 4, and there's enough contact that could not get loose. Number 4 couldn't catch up to the ball, so it's going to be second down and 10.
Good
Ball
job
is marked
running
on the
with him.
47-yard line, 46-yard line.
Maybe that's what you do here. Just let's see if the quarterback can, his accuracy's there.
Hasn't been completely accurate
Here
yet.
we go. Another run up the middle. Come on, Smittick. You got to settle in there and make that tackle.
Rocco Dell grabs his foot and trips him up, but he gains about 5 yards after the play. Owasso is going to take a timeout with a 59-second. Chris, that's you go right back to your bread and butter. You kind of loosen us up a little bit with some passing plays. 1 completion out of 4 that he threw right there, but then you turn around and go right back to your running game, which has definitely been what they've had most success tonight with.
Yeah. So we got 59 seconds under the 1 minute mark here. Be great just to get them off the field, Sandites, and go into the locker room.
21-10 is what we're hoping for right here.
Down by 11, and
they're going to have one more timeout. The Rams can stop it if they need to, but right now I don't know, Chris. If we bring in an extra defensive lineman, it's going to force some one-on-one coverage in the backfield, and I think. Looking at that, we haven't been completely destroyed on the passing game. That might be the way that we go, just to try to slow down the run.
Sure.
Bringing an extra defender on the defensive line, or bringing an extra linebacker, something along those lines to just try to slow up the run a little bit. Got our starters, all of the starting positions out there.
So we're first and 10, 36-yard line. Owasso back to pass. They're going to go deep again. Turn. Make the interception. Is that Pope?
That's Junior Ballard.
Junior Ballard.
Tackled by Joe Farmer. he caught the ball. They were both going for the interception, and Joe Farmer knocks him down. But, man.
I think that's Caden Pope.
I thought it was 21 over there, but I could be completely wrong, but I thought it was 21. Regardless, the Sandites take away the ball. With 52 seconds to go, we're going to have first down and 10 from the 9-yard line. So whatever that looks like, I don't know. We don't have any timeouts, so we're going to have to work in the hurry up and work the sidelines. Easton can come out and disrupt the Rams' defense. Maybe we can sneak in a big play and get some more points on the board.
Man, I'm looking to see who's getting the celebratory. I wish they put a turnover chain or something around his neck.
Easton's going to run it up the middle with Kendall Page, and he's going to get up about 7 yards on the play, bring up second down and 6. I think they're going to mark him down with a 5-6 yard gain. So it'll be second down. The clock is running with 38 seconds to go. I think we're going to be a little conservative on this drive just to not turn it over ourselves, but yet I think we're going to get one more play off before the first half is over. 28 seconds to go. Clock is running. 4 receivers, 3 with a H-back in the backfield. Easton Webb's going to look to the sideline, going to run it again with Kendall Page. He almost gets a first down. Going to be 1 yard short. That's probably going to be our last play of the first. Well, the referees are stopping it. Looks like Owasso may have called a timeout. Owasso took a timeout. We've got 10 seconds to go in the first half. It's going to be 3rd down and 1 for the Sandites. Kendall Page has done a great job on the last 2 plays running the ball. Kind of got a little bit of momentum going there up the middle. Got 9 yards total on those 2 run plays.
Yeah, I think Bobby's just trying to get to halftime here, but, man, still being able to run the ball a little bit here before half.
Yep. I would imagine that's what we're going to see here, another running play. I think the coaching staff of Owasso didn't like how easy that was, and so they could stop the clock with their last timeout with 10 seconds to go.
Well, you can't take them with you.
You cannot.
You don't get to bring that one over, so.
You cannot take them with you. So we're going to just do a kind of a victory formation so that Easton's going to down the ball and take this to the locker room with a 21-10 deficit for the Sandites.
So that was Caden Pope on the interception.
Okay.
So got the confirmation
All
from
right.
up top.
Okay. All right. I like it.
So
At halftime, Owasso Stadium, the Rams were leading the Sandites 21-10 we're going to go for a halftime break. We'll be back in to kind of compare our notes from the first half and look to what the Sandikes need to do for the second half to come away with a victory. But for now, we encourage you to sit back and enjoy the festivities here at the Owasso Stadium. We'll be back in just a little bit.
Addison's a member of Odyssey of the Mind, the After School and Hidden Figures OHS book clubs, and is a member of the Tapestry United Methodist Youth Group. She enjoys playing oboe and saxophone in the Pride of Owasso and the Tulsa People's Orchestra, and writing for the Owasso Rampage. Addison plans to attend the University of Tulsa and then medical school with the intention of becoming an ER doctor. And Austin Yowell is the son of Amy and Alan Yowell. During high school, he's been involved in soccer, band, and National Honor Society. After graduation, Austin plans to attend the University of Tulsa and major in biochemistry. We would like to thank Stoney Hurst, Daniel Fisher, and Maxwell Shuck for their support throughout high school. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for all of our National Merit semifinalists. And now, please welcome to the field your Owasso Varsity Pom Squad. partnership with Robertson Tire, we're giving away free oil changes to lucky season ticket holders each game. Tonight's winners are Penny Aurelio and Chuck Miles. Penny and Chuck, please come to the press box. To claim your prize, Robertson Tire has served the Tulsa area since 1962. Keep rolling with Robertson.
Welcome back in for the second half, just about to start. We're live at Owasso Stadium and had an exciting first half. Chris, we had a lot of things that we like to talk about. We were sitting here comparing stats, and we just enjoyed the first half. We got a little things to work on, but yet overall, I think the Sandites did a good job in the first half in a lot of ways.
Absolutely, they did, and really has kept it close, 21-10. That's kind of what we're asking for. So, really some of the leaders in the first half, of course, Dom Forbes, he leads the Sand Springs Sandites with 6 receptions for 72 yards. Kendall Pope scored touchdown. Sand Springs right now passing is 18 with 12 completions, 127 yards, 1 touchdown. That's Easton's stats at half here. Kendall Pope, scores the touchdown. So Kendall Page, if I can get that right.
I get those guys confused too because Pope and Page go right hand in hand.
I'm wanting to talk about Pope.
That's right.
My problem. He defensively he has 2 turnovers. He gets a fumble recovery and then has a key interception on a long Owasso drive to kind of end their scoring threat here right before half. And so defensively, Sand Springs has had 2 takeaways that way and has got Owasso off the field. They have not forced a punt. But Owasso has proven that they can run the ball, and they will run the ball. They have rushed it for 19 carries for 149 yards. And number 2, Jaden Hall, leads the way. He's carried the ball 13 of those times for 100 yards. So it was just like we thought coming into this game. Owasso was going to try to get on track running the ball, and they sure have. We've got to find a way to contain that, slow it down, and stop it. So Owasso offensively on the passing game is 7 for 11 attempts, 125 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. So on the penalty side, Owasso leads it with 7. They have 7 penalties for 65 yards compared to Sand Springs, 5 penalties for 45. So one of the other highlights was Copeland. We finally figured out it was it wasn't a 48-yard field goal, it was a 38-yard field goal, but a big opportunity to put some more points on the board. And so Owasso comes out here in the second half, and they will lead 21-10 at the kickoff.
Yeah, and we want to thank our good friend Sean Hines for providing those halftime stats for us. He's sitting in the booth with us, and those kind of things really are invaluable to us, isn't it? Because we kind of get it wrong sometimes.
All the time. Chris Kaiser gets it wrong every time, and I love it that we have a statistician with us tonight. Right. And great help for us. And we don't have that very many times next to us. So
yeah, I look at we needed to clarify the interception. I gave Junior Ballard that credit for that last second or the last drive interception, but it actually was Caden Pope, and he has both of those turnovers. That's some of the highlights on the defensive side. We've seen some quarterback pressures. We've seen some tackles for loss. We've seen some good tackles on special teams. Overall, I think if I had to say anything for the Sandites on defense coming into the second half, we do have to slow down the running play. Offensively, Chris, we've had a lot of success. Dom Forbes has come alive. We had some great kind of decoys where Javari Hill comes out of the backfield and takes it down the field for a big gain. We've had some of the running backs catch the passes out of the backfield. So I look for more of that in the second half because that just kind of loosens things up, and it allows Easton to get a little more time because they don't know where the attack's coming from. And so Easton's done a good job. He's been sacked 1 or 2 times in the first half, but overall he's been able to scramble out of it, and he's made some plays.
Point out is he's found a way out of some jams, used his feet a lot tonight, and got away and completed some passes. I mean, Dom Forbes is doing Dom Forbes things. He had a great kickoff return, 50-some yard kickoff return, and then he had a tremendous possession reception across the middle that deflected some would-be tacklers off and then had a large gain to finish that. And so anyway, man, we're in this game.
We are.
This is what we wanted. It's 21-10. You're only down by, a couple scores here. Let's get it going. And I think that's where Sand Springs really wanted to be. And I'm excited for this second half and think we'll see some more progression as well. So
we got about 35 seconds before kickoff. We're going to take a quick break from Owasso Stadium. We'll come back in to be kickoff time. This broadcast break's brought to you by Amped Up Energy and Protein, downtown Sand Springs. We'll be back in just a moment. Okay, it's kickoff time. Tanner Copeland has got the ball teed up on the 40-yard line. We have been pooch kicking it in the first half. It'll be interesting to see if we continue that. Their number 4 has moved up closer to the ball. We'll see if we give him a chance to return the ball, Chris, or just kind of go deep on this one. We're going to pooch it just away from number 4. Number 10 is going to catch it at the 25-yard line.
nice.
Oh, my.
What a hit. What a hit.
Number 27 comes in to make a great tackle on special teams.
Calzan Freeze.
He has
We
come
haven't
in.
seen much of him, but that is big time right there. I love special team players like that. Way to go, Is it Kaizen?
Kaizen, whoever it is, he is now known in the books for stopping a 5-yard
So here
gain.
comes Owasso running it up the middle. Smittick makes a great stop at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a 1-yard gain.
They're going to give him 1 yard for laying forward on that, but Smittick came up and stopped him in the hole. Going to be a great start to the defensive line, defensive side. Number 2 had his way in the first half. They're actually going to lean. Spots are sketchy here. 2-yard gain on that.
Here, we're going to pass it out. Owasso passes out in the flat. Got to make a play right there. And we
Number
miss the
1.
tackle, and they get a first down. So
Number 1 picks up 8 yards on the play. Be first down and 10 for the Rams. They're kind of doing a hurry-up offense. They're going to mark the ball at the 41-yard line. Some of the similar plays we ran in the first half, they just got a big gain right there on second down.
now Caden Pope misses a tackle there.
Right back to the run game up the middle. We do clog up the hole. He's going to lay forward, going to gain 3 yards on the play. Good stop. Second down and 7 for the Rams. Moving the ball out to the 36-yard line. I'm sorry, the 43-yard line. I got my yardage mixed up, Chris.
Yeah, you got my disease.
Clock's running, 10:35 to go in the third quarter.
Man, here we go. Got flushing him out. Big play. Man, what a tackle by Brock Odell, but he forces really just a drop pass or an incomplete pass.
Got just enough pressure by number 53 on the defensive end. He got him scrambling. He couldn't connect with the reception. Brock Odell comes across to make sure if he did, he was not going to gain yards.
That's Devin McAuliffe on the end, and he does a great job just showing up.
He does.
He's got a great motor and keeps his feet running, and he put pressure on the quarterback there. So big third down play, 3rd and 7.
We have switched to a 3-man front, bringing in Grady Harris is walking up, but he's stepping back as a linebacker.
I like it. He says, scoot over. I'm going to stay right here. We're going to watch. They're going to pass the ball here. We got a little pressure coming up the middle. The quarterback gets out. He's going to go for the first down, step out right at the sticks.
Everybody was coming to the bottom side of the formation, left it wide open. He just makes a sprint to the sideline, picks up a first down for the Rams. We first down and 10. They crossed over onto the side of the field of the Sandites at the 49-yard line before he went out of bounds.
So that'll be the 5th play of the drive and the 2nd first down for the Rams. They're going to run it back up the middle. He gets away, or it's going to be a foot race.
Junior Ballard chases him down from behind, not before a big gain. Somebody else, Alex Dudley, goes in to kind of clean it up. Going to be a big first down, going to mark the ball out. First down and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Man, Owasso's been really good up the middle, patiently waiting for blocks to set up, and then it's just it's just a straight foot race. We got a timeout. Bobby calls a timeout. Probably smart there. Let's regather our thoughts here. Give them a blow. Give them a rest.
Yeah, I was about to say that's a smart timeout there to kind of settle them back down and also give them a break, because there's been 2 or 3 run plays that has made it to where they're going to be gassed a little bit. So with 9:51 to go in the third quarter, the Sandites are called a timeout. First down and 10 for the Rams. They got the ball marked at the 22-yard line. Chris, had nothing different.
Nothing different.
Number 2 running the ball up the middle.
Well, they've had the possession 7 downs here. They've only tried to throw the ball twice, just running the ball against the Sand Springs defense here.
When you have everybody else bottled up, the quarterback makes a big play over on the side of the field, picks up a big
third down. It was interesting. You saw Grady Harris kind of drop back into coverage.
Yep.
The quarterback was flushed out to the side that he was on, and there was just a lot of room there for him barely to make the first down.
Back to our traditional set, 4-man down.
So first down here on the 23. Not a very good pass there by the Owasso Rams.
Joe Farmer was in the vicinity. He almost came up with an interception, about the same place where Caden Pope made it at the last Owasso drive.
Owasso quarterback Drew Frankenfeld. He's been efficient, but that one right there wasn't very accurate on his end.
9:46 to go in the third quarter. Owasso's down 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Be their third. They're going to run it up the middle again. He patiently waits for a block to happen. Gets about 7 or 8 yards down to the 15-yard line.
3rd down and 3 for the Rams when they take the next snap. Look at the size of the offensive line. And those guys are full-grown guys. So they can kind of push their way around a little bit. We went back to a 3-man front with Grady Harris up on the defensive end on the other side.
So the clock is moving, 9-minute mark here in the third quarter. Be 3rd and 3.
Be a big-time third down hold if we can hold them.
Here comes the run up the middle again. We just cannot stop it. We cannot stop the run up the middle. That's Alex Dudley on the tackle.
Picks up about 7 yards on the play. Be first down and goal for the Rams. They're going to mark the ball on the 7-yard line. It's usually 4 or 5 yards down the field before somebody touches number 2. I mean, that's what we've got to clean up a little bit.
Here comes again. He just waits.
Caden Pope and Alex Dudley come in to make the tackle. Going to lean forward, going to be on the 2-yard line. So be 2nd down and goal from the 2. Not so sure if you're not going to see some more of that. They're going to bring in the extra Brighton Davidson defensive lineman, sending out Caden Pope just to try to slow it down. So now we just got to hope that we can get it stopped. 2nd down and goal. Clock's running, 8:15 to go in the third quarter.
They're just going to run the ball here.
Direct snap to number 2, and number 2 is going to go in for a touchdown. So with 8 minutes and 10 seconds to go, the Rams of Owasso have put another touchdown on the board with the extra point pending. It's 27-10. That was a little bit too easy, Chris. We kind of showed that we could slow the passing game down. We made a couple plays on the passing side of the ball, but then we just haven't figured out how to slow down the run game.
No. They're just leaning on us now. Those big linemen are just leaning on Sand Springs front, and it's just going to be a slow and tedious game that way.
It kicks up and it is good. So with 8:10 to go, the Rams are now 28-10 over the Sandites. Kickoff pending coming. All we can do, Chris, is just go down and answer. That's all we can do, and hope for a turnover. Hope for a turnover on downs. Hope for 3 and out or a punt. Just right now, I would imagine Coach Klink is just trying to figure out how to slow number 2 down as a running back.
You're exactly right, and Owasso runs about 4 minutes off the clock, and that was a 10-play drive for the touchdown. So
some of our early kickoff games have gone final. UConn came across and beat Sapulpa 40-0. Moore is beating Southmore 21-7 in the fourth quarter. Stillwater 69-0 over Enid in the fourth quarter. Hayes is still beating Choctaw 21-12. That one also is in the fourth quarter. And Ponca City over Will Rogers 54-0 is the final. We'll see the Wildcats of Ponca City later this season.
Yes, we will.
At their place. So it's good to keep track of where we're at in the district.
I'm glad you do it. It's good to hear the scores here on our broadcast as well.
Number
So
40.
Owasso's lining up to kick off. It's 27-10 with 8 minutes and 10 seconds in the third quarter.
Did he miss the extra point, or they just didn't put it on the scoreboard
They didn't
yet?
put it on, I don't think.
Alex Dudley getting a chance to run it back. He's at the 30-yard line, going to take it out to the 35 before he's brought down by a shoestring tackle. Number 15 for the Rams, make sure he doesn't get any further than that. So the Sandikes are going to take over first down and 10 from their own 35-yard line with 8:06 to go in the third quarter. Take a look at some more of these scores.
So here comes the Sand Springs offense. It's time to answer right here. Grady Harris down here in the tight end position on the bottom of the formation.
He has slipped out already tonight and made a quick 5, 6, 7-yard catch. He's going out again. He's going
We
across.
got Easton Webb. He's going to throw it up. Nice throw.
Oh, they're going to say he went out of bounds. An incomplete pass. 2nd and 10 for the Sandites.
God, I still like it.
I do too. He fit that into a tight window. And just was that Dom Forbes that just
Yeah, it
couldn't keep
was.
his feet in bounds?
He may have actually went out and come back in.
Could have. That's true.
So, but I like the play. I like the route. You know, it kind of floods that zone right there, and then your defensive backs got to make a choice on which guy they're going to cover.
I did like Grady Harris. He kind of drug across the formation in a
Boom. Here's that quick slant. Oh, no. Oh, big man's got it. Number 77.
77 makes a reception for the Sandites. Zach George on a reception, going to gain 2 yards on the play.
Our starting center. Lineman's dream right there.
That's
Tip
right.
ball. It tipped off about 3 hands, and then it went into Zach's. So it'll be 3rd and 7 or 3rd and 8.
That was great. Been nice to see Zach get a little head of steam. I think it would have been hard to bring down.
He's probably breathing heavy right now.
7.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Somebody just took a timeout. Was
Yeah,
that?
it is going to be Owasso.
Owasso takes a timeout. We're going to step away as well. We'll be back from Owasso Stadium in just a few moments. This broadcast break brought to you by our friends at Amped Up Energy and Protein. We'll be back in a moment.
Project Dude Man is a men's riding club with a mission to have fun, build friendships, and to free all cyclists from the stigma associated with men's mental fitness and well-being.
No insurance? Cure Medical Clinic in Sapulpa provides free health care to those without health insurance. Call us at 918-347-9221 to schedule your appointment.
We're back at Owasso Stadium. 3rd down and 8 for the Sandites with 7.5 to go in the third quarter. Just looking for some kind of positive yards here to pick up the first down.
And keep the drive moving. Easton play action pass, trying to avoid the sack, getting away. He's back down to the line of scrimmage, and number 99 from Owasso pulls the sack.
Be 4th down and 10. Looks like Gavin Wizard's coming in. Number 71, Jay Smith is going out. It's going to bring on the punting team. We need another good roll for the football. Tanner Copeland's going to be standing about his 16, 17-yard line when he makes this kick.
Yep.
It looks like they may be bringing some pressure again, but they have been known to bring pressure tonight on the punt. He's going to scoot up and kick the ball from the 20-yard line.
Find your man. Get it out. Good punt.
Great.
Nice punt, Copeland. Backs it up. He's got a fumble on the play.
We got it.
Get it. Joe
Farmer.
Joe Farmer
Yes,
with
sir.
the Sand Springs turnover on the muff punt.
Number 1 call for a
Takari
fair
Bethel
catch.
drops the ball on the punt, gives Sand Springs some life here. Joe Farmer takes advantage.
He told us last night on the coaches show he feels good about tonight, and he has backed it up. He's played well tonight. That is a huge turnover. Number 1 has not had a chance to return a punt yet. They've been kind of end over end rolled, and he decided to call a fair catch, and Joe Farmer was right there, and he may have heard footsteps, and he dropped it. Joe Farmer jumped on it. So we're going to take over first down and 10. The ball is going to be marked on the 26-yard line, 27-yard line, with Easton Webb and company coming out for first down and 10. 6:35 to go in the third
Springs
quarter.
gets a big break here. Needs to turn this into points.
Chavez Williams in the backfield.
Here we go. Throw it. See Dom. Touchdown, Sandites! Dom Forbes in the back of the end zone.
No flag, Chris.
Easton Webb shows his patience and poise.
Man, that was beautiful.
Lets Dom find a way open. He was double covered across the middle.
And it was just like slow motion, just floated into him.
Great job. Both by the line. Easton Webb patiently waits for Dom to find his way open, and Dom makes a huge catch in the back of the end zone.
Copeland's lined up for the point after touchdown. Easton Webb holding. Wild snap. Easton pulls it in. The kick is up. The kick is good. So with 6 minutes and 28 seconds to go in the third quarter, the Sandites have closed the gap, 28-17. And, Chris, it couldn't have come at a better time. And I love the call Coach Green and his crew have made. Just go for the end zone.
Yep.
Take a shot and
paid
off.
It comes back to the line. They've got to give Easton some time. Easton bought some time, stepped up in the pocket, delivers a strike. What a play. We're back in the ballgame.
We are. Just enough play action to Chavez Williams to slow some things down and just let it unfold in front, and Easton Webb hits his man Dom Forbes for another touchdown connection.
Great play. Great excitement here.
That's what we needed, a little answer. We get right back into it, 11-point lead, 28-17. The Rams over the Sandites.
And let's go all the way back to the muff punt, and Joe Farmer falling on another Sand Springs turnover, forces a turnover or gets the ball back in the offense's hands. And much credit spread all the way around there. Great job, Sandites.
And you think about, we just talked about the Rams sending pressure to try to block a punt, and Copeland just stood in there. He just got a great kick.
Copeland hit. That was his best punt of the night.
Yep, that's right.
So
it is beautiful to see a plan come together, but then you back up a few plays and see how it all got connected, and it goes back to that, the punt, the muff punt, the recovery, and comes out on the first play and takes it to the touchdown. Copeland's got it teed up on the 40-yard line, 6:28 to go in the third quarter. See if we kick it away from number 4 again. Last time number 13 made the catch on the pooch kick.
There we go. Big kick. Get out of the end zone. Yes, sir. I'll take it.
Touch back. The Rams are going to start first down and 10 on their own 20-yard line. They're expecting that pooch kick. They brought some of their receivers up, their running backs up, and Copeland just decides to go deep and kicks it into the end zone.
Copeland hit it big. Had a great punt, just a series before that.
Our guys got a little bit of a break. Maybe we can get some energy here to slow down the running game. It looks like we've got number 48, Brighton Davidson's in. Let's see if that's an extra lineman or he's just giving number 66 a break. I think that's what the case is. Yep. Aiden Ryan is out, and Davidson's in at defensive tackle, nose guard position.
So let's go right here. Stop ball, up the middle. We got to find a place to stop the ball right here.
Looks like Junior Ballard, Alex Dudley, Caden Pope come in for a tackle, but not before he picks up about 15 yards. So it's going to be first down and 10 for the Rams. They're going to mark the ball at the 36-yard line. The clock is running, 6 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the third quarter.
That's just been the formula for the Rams right there, just a power run game. They're just going to stuff it down your throat here. And here, Frankfield's going to try to throw here. Gets it out on the edge. Maybe gets a first down.
Said he's going to be inbounds. Going to be a yard short. Second down and 1. Junior Ballard one-on-one with number 4 up there, and he does make a tackle, but not before a 9-yard gain. Second and 1 for the Rams. 5:45 to go in the third quarter. I saw the safeties walk up just trying to help out with the run game.
Here comes the run game again. He waits patiently for his block.
Going to pick up 6 yards. Going to be over into Sandike territory. First down and 10. Ball marked on the 49-yard line.
So it'll be the second first down of the drive for the Rams.
I think we're going to put a little pressure on our cornerbacks. I like to see the safeties. You see Dudley walking up. You see some of the other guys.
Pass. They're going to go deep. He's got a man wide open. There's a touchdown, Owasso Rams.
Junior Ballard got burned on that side. Never had a chance. Number one got him off the step.
Caught us looking, probably keeping our eyes inside there. Not where they're supposed to be.
Went right back to the air, 34-17 with an extra point pending. Junior Ballard's played a great game on that one. He just kind of got stuck in his position and got number one just ran right by him.
Yep.
Number 43 is going for the point after touchdown. Kick is up. The kick is good. So with 5 minutes, 16 seconds to go in the third quarter, the Rams are now up 35-17. So we answered their first touchdown of the second half. They answered ours. So we're right back into a big deficit with 5:16 to go in the third quarter.
Well, that's a tough one right there. Big, long. I mean, Owasso did what they like to do, and then they kind of throw your eyes off target there with a play-action pass and go deep. And, man, he was wide open. So
we had just talked about maybe putting a little walking the safeties up, going to put some pressure on the defensive backs because we got to slow the run game down, and that just left a little one-on-one. Looked like Joe Farmer was going to help on the kind of the flat area out there, but number one that just ran by Junior Ballard. So
I think they had a go route up top and a go route on the bottom here. Both of them were going down the field. And
yep.
Frankenfield just chose the receiver he wanted. He goes to Julius Wilson again, and big-time play.
Big-time play, no doubt about it.
So 5:16, Owasso Rams extends their lead a little bit further than it has been, 35-17. So like you said earlier, all Sand Springs can do is answer. That's all. I mean, you just got to keep answering the door here.
Fight for turnovers and answer.
Turnovers and answer when you can. But Owasso did force Sand Springs off the field. Big long kick here against the wind into the end zone. No return.
Going to bring it out. First down and 10 for the Sandites. Are going to start at our own 20-yard line with 5:16 to go in the third quarter. Well, we got a little bit of time between plays. We got a community calendar we'd like to go over and some events going on. One coming up on October the 11th is the Infant and Pregnancy Loss Walk and Run coming up at Case Park on October the 11th. Love to have you guys join that race and raise some money for a great cause. Some families in the community that put that together, and we'd love to have you out there on October the 11th at Case Park.
Here we go. Empty backfield. Here comes Javari Hill across the formation. Easton's going to keep it, run it up the middle, get about 4.
Not a bad call. Quarterback keeper up the middle. Be second down and 6 for the Sandites. Clock running. We're at the 5-minute mark in the third quarter. Left to go. Javari Hill is in the game. He's patented gold shoes on.
Like to see him get loose.
I would too. And he's got a little kind of a loose coverage down at the bottom.
Here comes both linebackers. Get rid of it, Easton. Throws through the middle. Big hit across the middle.
Dom Forbes bounces back. He almost made the catch. A little rush on Easton. Kind of put it a little far out, and Dom couldn't come up with a catch. Takes a big shot from the Rams. Be third down. Third down and 7 is what the official call is. Kendall Page is in the backfield with Easton Webb on this play. Got 3 receivers up top. Like to see him get a little space. If it's a pass out in the flat,
Maybe we give it KJ Worthington here on the edge right at the sticks. I'd like to see that.
You got some single coverage out there. Dom Forbes
out.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Man, that was an ugly hit on Easton's knee. Came off the end untouched. Easton never saw him coming. Good to see that Easton is not limping. That was an ugly hit right there.
Yeah, it was.
I'm not sure who's responsible for that block, but he didn't get touched. So Copeland's going to come on and kick. He's going to most likely be kicking from the goal line, maybe just inside the end zone with 4:04 to go. The clock's running. That was not the offensive series that we needed.
I don't know if that was a corner blitz or get it out of there. Good punt.
Good punt. Going to hit the field about the 50. Going to bounce.
Stop it.
There we go. There we go. Stop it right there. Going to down the ball. Still on our side of the territory, but it's on the 47-yard line, 46-yard line where the referee's going to officially mark it. It's where the Rams are going to take over, first down and 10. Got a short field, and we don't need to give them anything. A short field is definitely not
right
something
now
that we
you need
need.
to buckle down, but I a heavy dose of the run game's getting ready to come our way. Owasso's found a little breathing room here, extending the lead 35-17 at the 3:45 mark.
Offensive line is just going to try to have their way.
They're going to lean on us. Watch this.
We've got our safeties coming up. I see Dudley coming closer. Then he changes out of it. Going to run it up the middle.
About a 6-yard gain.
Emery Smittick on the tackle. Going to mark the ball at the 40-yard line. So it'll be second down.
About 4.
Yep, second down and 4 for the Rams.
Here we go. Buckle down, Sandites. Here it is again. He's going to wait for his block. We're going to try our best to hold the line. He's going to get a first down there.
I look at those offensive linemen. They're blocking 5 to 6 yards down the field, so they're doing exactly what they're meant to be. They're just out there just manhandling the defensive line right now. Number 8 comes in as a Owasso running back.
So Ferris, I think is his name. He's pretty good himself. They don't lack talent in that backfield.
I'd like to see us bring some pressure, even from the outside. Or
Here he comes.
there it is, number 53 comes in there,
job.
disrupts the play. Devin McCullough gets loose in the backfield. They do make some positive yards, about 3-yard gain. Second down and 7 for the Rams. Number 1 checks back to the game as wide receiver down at the bottom. Have to watch him. That's one that can get by. Right now he's on Trey Pope. We'll see if Trey can take good care of him. Got some pressure coming off 17. Caden Pope.
Big 66, Aiden Ryan makes a big play right there at the line of scrimmage.
Tackle for loss, Chris. Going to bring up third down and 9. He's going to lose 2 on the play. That was a great.
So moves him back to the 35-yard line. It's a nice play, Aiden.
Caden Pope was in pursuit from his cornerback position out here. Aiden decided to take care of it himself. We got some single coverage down with Trey Pope against number 1. It'll be interesting to see if they go right back to trying to throw the ball as they did on the last touchdown play. Third down and 9.
Run with him.
Ooh,
almost an interception.
Caden almost got his third turnover. Minute 42 seconds to go in the third quarter. Is going to bring up 4th down and 9 for the Rams. Interesting to see if they're going to go for it. I would imagine they are.
They do too.
They're probably going to run the ball or even throw the ball. But regardless, that was a great defensive stance with a near interception. Going to have 3 receivers down here. Looks like they brought their H back out and spread in the formation.
Here we go. Pass play. Get some pressure. Throws it underneath. He's going to get a first down. Caden Pope, good job defending. Oh, my goodness. He gets out of the tackle.
Alex Dudley
comes and cleans it up.
Goes right back to number 1. Number 1's been a nemesis out on the outside. Catches it. I think he would have had the first down if he got tackled in the spot, but we gave up another 4 yards after he made the catch. So a minute 20 seconds to go in the third quarter, the Rams are threatening again.
And they're moving the ball fast. They're pacing it. There's a big play up the middle.
Looks like their tight end goes down, gets loose, take it down to first down and goal from the 2-yard line with 1 minute and 5 seconds to go. Clock is running. I would imagine we're going to see a run from number 2. Bring in the jumbo package and see if here comes our extra defensive lineman.
Great play call by Owasso right there. You got to give it up.
Yes. Don't throw too much to the tight end, or hasn't tonight, but he
They found him
threads
right
it right down the middle.
Yep, right in the seam.
45 seconds to go. The clock's running in the third quarter. Number 2, they're going to break to the huddle real fast.
This might be direct snap. Nope. We're bringing him across the formation. Going to hand it off number 2 underneath. He goes in untouched till Dudley catches him in the end zone. But another Owasso touchdown.
27 seconds to go in the third quarter. Sandikes give up another touchdown. More of the same. It's when we put pressure on him to throw the ball, they couldn't connect as well. But then one pass play, one run play, they kind of get loose and gain some yards. So got to figure out a way that when we put some one-on-one coverage, they've just got a couple receivers that they go to in those situations, and it makes us pay on that drive.
Yep.
Kick's good. So 42-17 with 27 seconds to go in the third quarter. Instant replay just shows right there how he did not get touched until Dudley touched him in the end zone.
Yep. Now your defense is getting a little winded, a little wore out.
You can see a lot of slow walking on the sideline, so it's they are getting tired. We've got to get a drive going to give them a little rest, if nothing else, and still try to come up with some points.
You know, realistically, haven't given up a lot of big plays. They've made Owasso earn it, but Owasso is good enough to earn it.
Yes.
They're going to run the ball right at you. They threw in 4 different pass plays there on that possession, and now they've extended their lead pretty big, 42-17. I would suspect Owasso probably start filtering in some backups here. Maybe not. I don't know.
Game we've been watching all night, Chris. Union and Jinx. Jinx is up 48-23, still in the fourth quarter. Broken Arrow beat Mustang 21-14. Showed Mustang is number 3, and
Mustang closed the gap a little bit.
It did.
There,
Broken Arrow is listed as number 7.
So is that game a final?
It is a final.
All right. So here comes the kickoff with 27 seconds left in the third quarter. They'll try to kick it out of the end zone, and they will.
No, I thought Dudley was going to take it, but he let it hit the end zone. Going to be a touchback. So the Sandikes are going to take over. First down and 10 from their own 20-yard line with 27 seconds to go in the third quarter. See if we can get a better drive this time than we did last time.
Yep. Owasso's kind of feeling it right now. They've extended the lead, 42-17. It's the first time they've been probably ahead, you know, of course, obviously this much this season. So coming into this game 0-2.
Yep.
So, yeah, there's some backups coming in now for Owasso. Second-teamers out there.
2 receivers at the top, 2 at the bottom, with 1 running back in the backfield with Easton.
Handoff up the middle.
Chavez couldn't get going, going to lose a yard on the play. Second down and 11 for the Sandikes. Clock's running. We got 15 seconds to go in the third quarter. Not so sure Coach Klink won't just let that run out. Logan Wright checking back in the game. Indeed, Coach Klink's going to let the clock run out. So at the end of the third quarter from Owasso Stadium, the Rams are up 42-17. We're going to take a break. When we come back, it'll be the start of the fourth quarter. Second down and 11 for the Sandikes. Don't go away. This broadcast break brought to you by Amped Up Energy and Protein. We'll be back in just a moment.
Tired of life kicking you in the teeth? Come join us this Sunday at Church that Matters at 9 a.m. or 10:45 a.m.
and throw a pass. He's just a little too high for Logan Wright. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 11 for the Sandites with 42-17 lead on the Rams leading the Sandites. We're going to just try our best to get the ball down the field to get some points on the board.
Yep. This will be kind of a character drive here. Let's get it going.
Chavez Williams in the backfield with Easton Webb. Owasso still just got their 3-man front with the linebackers walking up. The gap between the guard and tackle, maybe that's designed, but that's just an awful big gap to close.
Here we go. So good.
Easton forced out of the pocket, going to just throw it out of bounds. Going to bring up 4th down for the Sandites, 4th and 11. That play didn't have much ability to make when he got scrambled. There's no receivers on that side hardly, and so he was just forced to throw it out of bounds. So the punt team's going to come on. Copeland's going to try to flip the field. Number 1's going to be standing back about the 50-yard line, 45-yard line to receive the punt.
This is a place where you're going to have to cover.
It's going to be a short field no matter what you look like, and for us, the best thing we can do is cover. Kick it high enough to get a fair catch or
got some time. Get it out.
Good kick. End over end. He's going to roll.
Don't get that bounce. You got to cover. Get him, Brock. Push him out of bounds.
Oh, got a penalty. Number 64 for the Sandites. They're going to get a 15-yard penalty. Cooper
Gradardo
decided that he was going to tackle him. Momentum carried him. The receiver was out of bounds. So they're going to tackle on 15 yards, going to get it down to the red zone, close to 1st and goal. Let's see where they're going to mark the ball. Looks like they're going to be 1st down and 10 from the 19-yard line.
Kind of where we had it. Might as well just spotted it right
That's
there
right.
and let them take it.
We'll see if that's before the penalty.
Nope.
So we're going to go 1st and goal for the Rams. Ball's going to be on the 13-yard line with 11 minutes and 37 seconds to go.
Coach Klink's not happy right there on that personal foul.
Not at all. You talk about a short field, Chris. They don't have very far to go. 13 yards. 11:37 to go in the third quarter. In the ball game. Owasso's going to line up and just run it up the middle. Does have a new running back in the game and quarterback. Number 10 is now taking the snaps.
Caden Pope finds his way in the backfield right there, stops him for no gain.
It's like number 23, 21 is the running back. I would imagine Owasso is going to just save their starters. We'll see a lot of reserves here on out.
This is compliments to Coach Blank, putting his reserves in. Probably going to keep it on the ground the entire time here. This quarter's probably going to go super fast. 42-17. Get some reserves in, and here comes a handoff up the middle. Brock Odell leads the way, trying to strip the ball. Young running back still on his feet.
Man, he's a tough tackle. Number 24 probably picked up 3 or 4 more yards after contact. Going to bring it down.
Gets it down to the 8.
3rd down and about 4 yards to go for a first. 10 minutes and 30 seconds. The clock is running. At this point, we just want to limit the damage so the clock running is not completely bad. Uh-oh. False start against the Rams, so they're going to back them up 5 yards. Take it back pretty close to the original line of scrimmage. Be 3rd down and 11 for the Rams. Some of those young guys getting some playing time. Moved a little bit early. Maybe a receiver out there.
Pass the slant underneath.
Looks like he's going to.
Alex Dudley on the tackle at the 4-yard line.
4th and 1 for the Rams. Number 10 just comes in and throws a slant, and after running the ball 3 times in a row. I would imagine they're going to try to run it right here.
Yeah, they will.
4th and 1. Be good just for morale of our defense to stop these guys. Keep them off the scoreboard.
Here we go. Bow up right here, defense.
They're not in a hurry. 10 seconds to go on the play clock. We need to stop right here.
Give it up the middle. He's going to make a cut, trying to get to the end zone. He's going to get into the end zone untouched.
Got a holding call out there on the receiver. So we'll back it up 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Going to put it real close back to the line of scrimmage, the original. That'll help us out. That was a good.
They kick it here. No, they're going to try it. I don't see the field goal team coming out, so. Oh, here they come.
Let's see where they're going to kick from. It's going to be 4th down and 12 yards to go. The ball's going to be marked on the right at the 15-yard line. So the kicker's going to give it a shot. He's kicked extra points, but this is his first field goal attempt tonight. And he hits it. So with 9:09 to go in the ball game, the Rams extend their lead 45 to 20. Well, we held them all out of the end zone, Chris. That was a positive. We didn't give up a touchdown, but that was helped out by a holding call.
Holding call.
And so we'll take it. While we got a break in action, I'm going to go over a few of our sponsors again. Amped Up Energy and Protein. Our guys down there have a great place to go and hang out. We love going in there on Tuesdays to do the coaches show. There's a lot of Sandites from the high school over there hanging out, drinking energy teas, and playing video games, whatever it is. It's a cool place to go hang out. So you guys go and check them out. Amped Up Energy and Protein, downtown Sand Springs. Project Dude Man is another one of our sponsors. Cura Medical, Hill Spring Church, and Church That Matters. Thank you guys for all that you do for Sandite Athletics. One of the things that we love to do is just focus on our sponsors because they give of their time and money and effort to make it better. I think about the church and the family that feed the boys every Thursday night. Olivet Baptist Church did it last night, and those guys talked about how much fun they had over there. So thank you, Olivet, for making an effort and to taking good care of our Sandites by feeding them dinner on Thursday night.
Absolutely. 9:09 here. Owasso tacks on 3 more points with a field goal, 45-17.
Got a new kicker. See if they'll give us a chance to run one back. Number 43 has taken the rest of the night off, I would imagine. Number 80 has come in to kick. A short
pooch kick.
Let it go out of
Probably
bounds.
going to go out of bounds, and it does. 35-yard line.
Looks like we are bringing our starters back on the field, try to get some more points.
I think you need to.
Absolutely. Let's see if we can't get a few more points on the board.
Yep.
And for nothing else, we need to just repetition. We need to just continue to work our system, continue to work together, build the chemistry that that we're going to need for the rest of the season.
Yep. I mean, it gets much, much, much easier after this. Got Bishop Kelly next week, and then we fall into district play. And, admirable job by the Sand Springs Sandites and done some really nice things. Here we go. We're going to try to run it up the middle.
Page is the running back, going to take it up the middle, going to pick up 1 yard, maybe 2 yards. 2nd down and 8 for the Sandites. Like to see us air it out a little bit, get some of that opened up so that we can go deep.
Bobby says, let's go.
Grady Harris is in there as the H-back, tight end. He's got some hands. He's already shown it tonight, so I'd love to see them
Got his
sneak
first
him
reception
out.
of the year tonight, I believe.
Get 2 up top, 1 up top, 2 receivers down below.
KJ coming across the formation. We're going to hand it back underneath. Got to get going.
hesitated around the end. He does pick up a yard, but it's going to bring up 3rd down and long for the Sandites. Looks like it'll be 3rd down and 7 yards to go. Page had a little space on the edge, but it kind of stutter stepped around the corner and didn't get going. Got tackled from behind.
So 3rd and 7.
Single coverage down here with
Passing
Dom.
down here. 8 minutes on the clock in the 4th quarter.
We'll take
Got
5 yards.
offsides.
Number 97 got a head start. Pick up 5 yards. Going to shorten the 3rd down, but it's still going to be 3rd down with 7 minutes and 59 seconds to go in the ball game.
So 3rd and 3. 3rd and
Looks like 3rd and 2. Going to come up 3rd down and 2. Just under 8 minutes to go. Scores 45 for the Rams and 17 for the Sandites.
you wonder right here, can you run it for 2 yards?
We have picked up 2 yards on the run. Maybe we can do it again. We're going to empty the
We're gonna
backfield,
empty
though.
the backfield. He's going to throw it. Get
Looking
rid
at
of it.
Grady. He was – oh.
Gummit.
Grady was open. He couldn't hit him right off the bat. That was that same play that we saw Grady catch the ball. Easton was under pressure from the get-go.
Man, he loses about 10 yards, 15 yards on that sack.
Brings up 4th down and 13 yards to go. They're going to bring on the punting unit.
That's a big play for the Rams right there. A little demoralizing for Sand Springs.
Yep.
Clock's ticking, 7 minutes left here in the 4th quarter. That'd have been nice just to get a 1st down, keep the ball back in our hands and the clock running. High snap.
High kick.
Not a real good punt here, but
He was under
Favorable.
fire.
favorable Sand Springs bounce again down to the 38-yard line.
1st down and 10 for the Rams. 6 minutes, 45 seconds to go in the game. Score remains 45-17. Looks like our starting defensive formation is coming back on the field. Going to see if we can't slow this Rams offense down so that we can get back on the field on offense. I was hoping that we'd have a 1st down for that last drive, but just wasn't in the cards.
Yep.
The Rams look like they're lined up to run the ball, as they have most of the night. Next week, we're back at Memorial Stadium in Sand Springs playing Bishop Kelly. We'd love for you guys to be there to give us some home field advantage.
Comes the run up the middle. Big stick right there.
Maybe Agent Zero down there. Nope, Joe Farmer comes
Joe
up
Farmer.
and stops the run. Pick up 3 yards. 2nd down and 7 for the Rams. If you can't make it out to Memorial Stadium, join us right here on this channel. We'll be streaming live. We go on air at 6:20. Go back to a 7 o'clock kickoff next Friday night. Join us in stadium or online. We'd love to have you there.
Ball on about the, 43-yard line here.
Yep.
Down to the 6-minute mark in the 4th quarter. Going to hand the ball off the middle again.
Number 24 leans forward. Looks like he's going to pick up. Nope, the referee's going to mark him down about a yard short. 3rd down and 1 for the Rams. Clock's running. 5 minutes and 45 seconds to go in the game.
Waylon Jeffers in there on the stop.
Waylon.
Makes his presence known. Falls with all of his weight on the running back.
He's going to be sore tomorrow. Waylon's played a heck of a game down in the trenches.
3rd and short. 5:24 on the clock. Owasso leads 45-17. They're just ground and pound. Direct snap to number 24. He may not have gotten the 1st down.
They're going to mark him short. 4th down for the Rams. Somebody came in from behind and pulled him backwards.
Well, Smittick was one.
So they're going to no gain on the play. 4th down and 1 for the Rams. See if we can
Kind of a pride thing right here, and that defense just held tight.
Number 33 checks in as a running back. Going to bring in an H-back, number 41. Kind of put it as a jumbo package. Not in a hurry. 12 seconds to go on the play clock. Owasso's just taking their time. 4 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the ball game. Run it
a little
up.
crossbuck underneath, and
Brock
play.
Odell and Caden Pope come up with big tackle for loss. Going to turn it over on downs. The Sandikes going to take over first down and 10. I think they're going to mark the ball about the 46-yard line. They're going to move it up to right on the 45 for the Sandites. The Rams are on the wrong side of the ball. There you go.
So Sand Springs, it's a pride deal right there, and they force them off the field. Take over on the offense, takes over on downs with 4:28. Clock will start at the snap of the ball.
Like to see us take a shot right here, Chris. Audible
He's
out.
making an audible.
Chavez Williams running back.
Here we go. KJ Worthington across. Going to hand it underneath to Chavez. Man, he just gets smoked behind the line of scrimmage.
Gonna lose a yard or two. 2-yard loss. Second down and 12 for the Sandites. We've ran the ball the last 3 or 4 plays in a row. Haven't had much success on the ground. See what we do. We're going to huddle up. Alex Dudley's checking in as a wide receiver. Go out there with Paxton Salazar. Dom Forbes at the bottom. Chavez Williams running back. Looks like Grady Harris is in there as the H-back. See if we can get a pass play
Lose
off.
2 yards on that. Let's see what we're going to do here. We're hand it back underneath. Chavez cuts back. Going to try to get back to the line of scrimmage and barely
Gain
does.
1.
Maybe 1 yard.
Third down and 11 for the Sandites. We're going to set something up. We've been running the ball. Now I think it's time to air one out. We got some speed out there.
3:28 and the clock's moving here.
See Dudley get into offensive action out there. Empty
There we go.
backfield.
Throwing across the middle.
Logan Wright
Logan
picks up
Wright
a first down. How about that?
Let's hope they give him the first down.
Oh.
They are not going to give him the first down.
Chris, I don't know, man. That was a good catch. I thought he got across the 35-yard line, but the referee said not so fast. Fourth down and 1. Sandike's going to keep the offense on the field.
Here we go.
.240 to go.
51. Audible, 18 seconds on the play clock. Easton's going to let it go down.
Oh, going to get false start in the backfield. Running back got a head start.
Moved a little, didn't he?
Yeah, was that Kendall or Page?
No,
It's a
Next
new
number
running back.
27.
Number 27 is checked in the game for running back. That's going to be Kaizen Freeze, one that made a big tackle
Yep,
on special
yep,
teams
yep.
earlier tonight. So we're going to lose 5 yards on the play, bring up fourth down and 6, unless did we call a timeout first?
I think they did.
Okay. Sandice took a timeout. So we're still going to be fourth down and 1. We got 2 minutes and 32 seconds to go in the game. Chris, this would be a big time just to keep the ball, just to pick up the first
exactly.
down and just
I think
keep
he's
grinding.
kind of giving them the pride talk. Hey, we need 1 yard.
That's right. Logan Wright checks out. We'll see if Grady Harris comes in.
Can we find it in us to get 1 yard? Keep the possession and keep the ball out of the Rams' hands.
Kendall Page is the running back. Grady Harris is the H-back.
Alex Forbes down here at the bottom on the numbers.
Alex Dudley is the receiver up top.
Right
There's
now, Dom's uncovered.
number 21 was being yelled at by the coach to come cover Dom. I'd love to see us pick this first down up late in the ball game.
Go. Get a first down. They do not get it.
Going to turn it over on downs. The Rams are going to take over first down and 10 with 2:28 to go. Still leading 45-17. It's going to be first down. Ball's going to be marked on the 36-yard line. Chris, he came around the end, just couldn't get enough to get to the first down marker.
Man, I haven't evaluated. I mean, it's just tough right there on the tackles to get a block to spring that. And
A little bit demoralizing for the offense. They were a yard short and couldn't pick it up. Now the defense comes right back on the field after being out there most of the fourth quarter.
Few bright spots tonight. Scored 17 points with their first team in. They're going to run it up the middle. Quarterback keeper.
Trying to strip the ball. He's going to pick up 5 yards, bring up second down and 5.
Rockodale Smittick on the play. They're trying to strip the ball, like you said. Sand Springs still bringing the wood. I mean, they're hitting hard. A few hands on the hips right here, but 2 minutes left. Clock's moving. Play clock's at 20 seconds here.
Ball marked on the 41-yard line. Oh, we jumped off sides. Going to give him 5 yards. Number
Aiden.
66, Aiden.
Hey, he's going to be running on Monday.
Yes,
I
he
hate
is.
to say it, big man, but you are going to be in some serious trouble.
Promptly been replaced by Davidson. So he comes in and takes over Aiden's spot.
I hate it. I hate it for you, young man.
Aiden has played a great game. He's just had
He
3 or
has.
4 of those
But
offsides.
when you're over the ball, there is no excuse for jumping off sides.
Going to give him a first down. 1st and 10 for the Rams. Ball marked at the 46-yard line.
Here comes another quarterback keeper up the middle. He's going to break free. Dudley in pursuit.
Trey Pope pushes him out of bounds. Not before a
Man.
huge gain. Going to mark the ball at the 30-yard line. The great play fake. The quarterback had some speed, got around the right side of the formation, and picked up a big first down. 1st and 10 for the Rams, marked at the 30-yard line with 1 minute and 15 seconds to go in the ball game. Dudley came up trying to stop the run, and he bounced it outside of Dudley, and he was in pursuit from behind, but not before a huge first down pickup. They're going to just ride the clock. Less than a minute.
That's classy right here by Blankenship and his crew. Let this clock run out, and probably going to just hand it off up the middle right here and bottle him up. Good play right there.
Joe Farmer comes up, makes a tackle. Maybe
Joseph
a yard loss.
Farmer. That'll probably be the ball game.
They may have to run one more. Let's see when they start the play clock.
They did already, so
They got to run one more play. Again, just a reminder at the end or next week, we're going to be back at Memorial Stadium on campus of Charles Page High School. We need you there for home field advantage. We've got Bishop Kelly coming in. They're a scrappy team that we've played last year, and we need to get back home and take care of business. They're gonna let it run out. So that will be the last play of the game. Chris, a great time. We had some highlights. We had some lows tonight. We know that the coaching staff is going to get back at it on Sunday or Monday and just get things ready. But at the end of the game, the Rams of Owasso beat the Sandites 45-17.
Yep.
We know that we had some opportunities. We passed on some opportunities. We gave up some big plays, but played hard at times. But overall, Chris, we came in and put 17 points up on Owasso.
Well, Easton played a much better game tonight, did some really good things. Dom Forbes is Dom Forbes. Man, some great possession. I'm sure he's the leading receiver tonight. Defense forced, 3 turnovers?
3 turnovers.
Did a great job that way as well, and just impressive performance at times, from a few guys on the defense. So, but Owasso's, they are some grown men. They're really, really good up front, can run the ball, probably against anybody in 6A. So 6A1. And anyway, Sand Springs got a lot to hang their head, keep their head up, and did a really good job. Things get a lot easier from here. Not that Bishop Kelly isn't a formidable opponent, and they will be. It'll be a really, really even matchup next week.
Yep.
But it's definitely not these 6A. You got to think. Owasso was in the finals last year, lost on a last play, so they know their championship caliber. And Bixby, the first team that Sand Springs lost to, they perennial powers. So
Yeah, and Bixby won it last year, didn't he?
they did.
Yeah.
Beat
So
Owasso, beat this team right here.
We
so.
lost to the 6A1 champion and runner-up in the
Yep.
first 2 games.
Yep.
So next week, Bishop Kelly, we'd love to have you there. We know that we're going to spend some time at practice and the coaches show on Tuesday night at Amped Up. So we'd love you to join us there and just come and talk Sandy football. But for now, on behalf of our broadcast crew, Chris and Chris Kaiser, myself, Will Holder, we're signing off from Owasso Stadium. We'll see you guys on Tuesday night at the coaches show and then next week from Memorial Stadium.